Father God, I come before you today, head bowed and body bent.
TMAX, I'll give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother.
Lord, I want to thank you that last night my bed didn't become my cooling board.
Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. Curated by TMAX, yeah, you know the name. Powered by TMAX Network, where creators speak freely and authentically.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. TMAX set the tone, let your guard come down. Yeah. This ain't surface talk, this real life sound, where truth and timing always come around. Yeah. Open mics, open hearts, no filter here. TMAX in the room, voices loud and clear. Yeah. From the culture to the community, lifestyle dreams to accountability. TMAX says, say it raw, say it proud. Every story matters in this crowd. No scripts, just moments we allow. It's more than content, it's movement now. It's the lounge where creators shine. Yeah, TMAX vibes with perfect timing. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. Built by TMAX, where real ones win. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, this an experience, not a trend. TMAX bring the voices to one space. Different perspectives, same safe place. Entertainment, growth, and elevation. Real conversations, real-time creation. We talk the wins and the lessons learned. Every mic hot, every story earned. Laugh a little, think a lot. Yeah, every topic hit a spot. Woo! If it matter to you, it matter here. TMAX make it clear. Every voice sincere. Say it how you feel. Say it with your chest. This the lounge where creators give their best. This the lounge where creators shine. TMAX energy, front and center. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. TMAX Network, let the convo begin. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, it's an experience, not a trend. Yeah, TMAX Network.
Yo, what's going on, Chris?
Hey, what's going on? How are you today?
Good, man. I can't complain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Content Creators Lounge, curated by TMAX Network. I am your host, TMAX, and this is my co-host,
Chrissy True Blue.
All right, man. You on time with that one this time, bro. It took us 2 months and 3 Sundays, but you got it.
I'm getting better. I'm getting it together.
Getting better. Look, before we start the show, let's go ahead on and put the banner up, let everybody know they can find us over here on the Content Creators Lounge, and we got a schedule. So there you go right there. All panelists, if you want to be a panelist on TMAX Network, just do me a favor. All you got to do is email us at TMAXnetworkllc@gmail.com. You can email us topics. You also can send us clips, stuff that you want us to cover and talk about. Once again, that's TMAXnetworkllc@gmail.com. With that being said, we got a community spotlight. Chrissy, you ready to do it?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, I'm going to remove myself. It's all on you.
So the community spotlight is Natasha Watts. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming to the TMAX Network. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am Latasha Watts, of course. I'm actually a doctor. I have a doctorate in education, and I do a lot of different things. But I guess my main focus today would be that I'm an author. So I'm an author of poetry, and I write short stories. I did bring 2 books with me today, just to kind of showcase what I do. Before I get started, you can find me on Instagram at latasha.watts. That's WATTS.12. And then you can also find me on Facebook at Latasha Watts. So my first book is a book of poetry. So it is called Me, the Image You Don't See, the poem book. So what I did was I just wrote a lot of different poems and I put them in topics. So if it's grief, if it's relationships, if it's um, loss, if it's heartbreak, I wrote those poems and put them in different categories. So then you can kind of go to that section in the content section and find a poem that relates to whatever mood or whatever situation you're going through. And then hopefully you can find a poem that will help uplift you through whatever situation you're going through. And then so this book is also found on Amazon.com. It's also found at liberationislit.com, which is a private bookseller. And then my second book, I wanted to be a little bit creative because everybody doesn't do poetry, right? Everybody doesn't like that, which is fine. So if you don't like poetry and you do like to read, I created a book of short stories, which is called Shattered Memories. And it's short stories that may be 5 pages, they may be 10 pages, or it may be 12 pages. And the reason why I wrote short stories is because everybody doesn't like to read. So I didn't want to like have a 500-word book where people get kind of tiresome down and don't want to finish reading it. But I think people can read something that's 5 pages or 10 pages. And I made a short story because at the end, each story ends, but it leaves the reader on like a cliffhanger. So that reader kind of comes up with their own conclusion of what that story, how that story can end, how they want it to end. And then so the short stories, it follows the lives of like 5 different women, and it follows them through relationships, some poor decision-making skills, career-wise, and different things like that. You know, a lot of Black females and the decisions that we made, but it kind of relates to reality, of course, and then how we navigate through those decisions that we made. And then I'm actually working on another poetry book, which I'm trying to put it out about May. Which that will be called Mindfulness. So it'll be MIND/FULL-NES, because you can think of it as you're mindful, your mindfulness, and then your mind is full of mess.
Oh, that's true.
So again, it's taking a lot of different poems also in that book, but it's more poetry as, you know, as in more of a, I guess, more mature, experienced adult and the things that we go through in life. So it can relate to a lot of, I guess, an older population in regards to different experiences that they've kind of worked through. And then all 3 books was, like I said, will be available on Amazon as well as liberationislit.com.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Could you give us a little bit more elaboration about your last book that you're coming out with, as far as the poem base? I know you were saying it's like for an older crowd. So by it being for an older crowd, is it more mature? Is it more things that we can relate to as far as that is concerned?
Yes. So I think when I wrote my first poetry book, it was a lot from high school and younger age of college. This second poetry book, it is a lot of explicit coming of your own sexuality in it. It's a lot of you know how you go through relationships and you get into that mindset of that you just despise the opposite gender and you just despise relationships. It's coming into an attack in a little bit too.
So
but
it's a little bit toxicity.
It is,
just a little bit.
But it's also taking accountability.
Okay.
For the things that we as women do in relationships too. So it's not like male bashing completely. It is taking a lot of accountability too. But I think people can relate to it because we go through so much throughout life that when you're putting things down on paper and you putting those words out there, it's kind of like, whoo, that line was powerful.
It's a little different feel, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully this poetry book will be more of me kind of like just putting it out there in regards to people my age can relate to and feel like, man, I understand that. That's how I felt too.
Okay, so this is based off of personal experiences as well, or
yes, some of them.
Okay,
some of them, but then some of them I was given like a challenge, or I did like a speaking engagement, and it was a topic. Okay. So they gave me a topic and asked me to write a poem. So then I put that poem that I wrote into that book too. So a lot of it is personal experiences. Other ones are just thoughts and emotions mixed in together.
Okay, sounds like a pretty good book? Like all three of your books really sound really intriguing and wanting to know more about.
Yes, I think so. I think so. And I would love to add on to the short stories. I would love to add on to that and either make a conclusion because like I said, the short stories kind of stop.
Okay.
And then if
So
I can
it's based off of what someone feels. So at the end with the short stories, you want to come back along and close the story to let them know what the ending was, which makes sense.
yes. Yes, yes. Because people read it and they're like, well, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me, what do you want to happen?
Right. They're able to put their own spin onto things that probably how they look at life or so with the ending of the short story book, it's basically gonna be the chapters that's closing it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I add on to it, it'll be added on to that previous short story and actually finishing it to a
Okay.
close. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to tell us about that you have going on?
I have a lot going on. Like I model, which I love modeling and being on the runway. I've gotten into acting as of last year. So
Okay.
I've been in a few movies as extras and I've been in some movies with some speaking roles. So I'm really excited about that. So
Okay.
hopefully I'll see myself on the screen coming up. So I'm really excited to see myself in the movie theater.
Oh, that is really good. We're really proud of you here.
Thank you. Thank you. I realized too, like, um, there's no limit to what we can do. I think we limit ourselves because we're such big critics of ourselves that
Yeah.
we limit our own abilities and capabilities out of fear or out of fear of rejection or because you think that you're not good enough for something or to do something. But we have to realize that the worst somebody can say is no. And if they say no, you're going to be in the same predicament you was in before you asked.
Right. So
But
it
if
doesn't
they say
hurt.
yes, then what? We go for it.
Right. So it doesn't hurt to ever ask a question, basically.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's very true. Um, okay, is there anything else you want to inform us about as far as anything else?
Not that I can think of. I just want to say thank you again for the opportunity. If anybody is interested in any of my books, you can always go to Amazon.com or you can go to liberationislit.com to purchase, or you can reach out to me directly and purchase it, and I will actually ship it to you. So,
Okay.
yeah, you guys stay tuned for everything else that I got going on in my creative mind.
Okay, thank you. And now we're going to bring up the panelists. Thank you for coming to the TMAX Network.
Thank you.
Tasha, hang out right there. You don't got to drop down just yet. Hang out
Okay.
right there. Let me go down and pull up the rest of the panel. All right. Put up the topic for today. The topic we are talking about actually calling out your haters and putting them on blast. A lot of people don't understand. That hater thing is people closer to you than what you believe in. So just know that they are hovering and they are around. So everybody go ahead on and welcome the whole panel to the main stage. We got our brother Ronnie Woodham down bottom. We got our guest, Black House, Jay Prince for president. Shout out to Jay Prince for pulling up on the panel. We got our sister, Dominique Chantel. We got the lovely Miss Rain over there at the top right-hand corner. Y'all just met Miss Latasha Watts. And then we got our co-host, Chrissy True Blue. Tonight, I'm co-hosting, so she's got the controls. I am TMAX, so welcome everybody to the panel. All right, man, y'all ready for this? This live tonight. Jay Prince, what up, man? I know you had some background noise. I didn't know if you had music playing, something going on. You good?
What up, man? Y'all can hear me?
Loud, too loud and clear. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right, unmute your mic now.
What about now?
Yeah, you good now. You just was up.
Your mic is low though, T Mac.
I know. I said you was coming in a little loud. I had to adjust mine to make up for yours. Hold on one second. How about now? You got me now?
Yeah.
All right, easy. All right, man. Let's go on and get into the first topic of Right. Y'all can chime in at any time and make sure you give your true opinion, your true thoughts on this. All right. So with that being said, the first topic of tonight is why aren't men considered the prize in relationships or marriages?
I would say because of patriarchy. I think patriarchy it shows so much sympathy to matriarchy to the point where they folding on their manhood so they won't look
Man.
bad.
What
And
up,
so
TMAX? Thanks for having me on. What up, Jay Prince for President? Good to see everybody, ladies.
what's going on?
Oh, that is a great question. Holy shit. And compounded too. That is a very complex, compounded question.
Yeah.
Fairy tales don't even make us surprised, you know?
Oh,
We
they
too
can
busy
hear.
kissing dead women to bring them back. Like, that shit crazy. We
Say it
build all
again,
the
Ronnie.
shit, but we ain't. I believe it. I don't know why. Like, that's a great question. Why aren't I don't know. Let me let the panel jump in. I'm gonna think about that. Cause that's
Okay.
a great I
Uh,
can't figure it out. I have 42 years old, about to be 43. I ain't figured it out.
I got you. Let's go up the top to Lady Rain. She got her head to the side and shaking it a little bit.
No,
Let's see. Let's see what she got to say on this.
no, because I couldn't hear what he was saying. That's why.
Oh, you can hear me though,
Um,
right?
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead and let us know what's your thoughts on the topic.
I kind of agree. I heard parts of it. Where someone said that they think it's because of patriarchy, men aren't considered the prize. Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. I think that it's just that men were set up. The role of the man was set up a certain way in the society. So it's like he can't hear me either.
Nah, don't worry about him. Go ahead
Oh,
on,
okay.
drop out, Ron, and come on back in.
Yeah, I can hear
Um,
you, Rain.
okay, cool, cool, cool. So I think that's what it is. I just think the way society has it set up is like the man's role is this, and the woman's role is like if you get you a wife, what's that saying? If you get you a wife, that's a good thing. But they don't say that like about husbands. So I kind of agree with the whole idea of patriarchy, and that's why men aren't seen like the prize.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Who want to take it? Latasha, what you think? You got a lot of poems down there in your book that you say kind of toxic, so this should be right up your alley.
It is. I was just waiting. I'm like, I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna say it. um, but no, honestly, I feel like a lot of times women are not considered the prize anymore. Honestly, I think the society and the generation has changed where women are not as valued as they used to be, especially in my opinion, as far as Black women. I don't think we are viewed as the prize anymore. So a lot of times it's kind of like in my mind, why would I view you as a prize as a male if you're not viewing me as the prize? So I think a
But
lot of
why?
times go ahead.
But when it was okay to view women as a prize and men not the prize, you okay with that. But now it's time to view men as a prize. I think that men is the prize because men got to be the one to sacrifice everything. What is y'all really giving a man outside of pussy? What is you really giving? Because if you just talk about sex, he giving you the same thing. So what is you really outside of sets and stuff? What is you giving? The man got to want to sacrifice his life, sacrifice his resources, sacrifice everything, go out there, work, take a bullet, be woo out the bam, got to do all this. What is a woman supposed to do for a man? Give us some. What are you supposed to do? Because the whole society always tell us what we supposed to do for a woman. What is that woman supposed to do for us?
Hmm.
Okay, I got it. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so at the end of the day, this is where I think people get stuff misconstrued at. It's like people have a tendency to feel like what is a woman supposed to do? A woman is supposed to bring peace to a man. A woman is supposed to be there for a man emotionally, and they're supposed to be like their helpmate. As far as a man is supposed to lead a woman. So I'm never gonna let a man tell me what we doing. Because what are we doing? You're the leader. You're supposed to lead me. I'm not gonna be leading you.
I think that y'all cherry pick on leaderships because y'all don't allow men to lead. That's nothing but cap. The only time you want a man to lead is when he got to be your toilet for you to shit in, and take all of the shit. Meaning that when everything go wrong, that's when you want him to be the leader. But when you making all the money and he making less or not even making no money, you're not going to give all your money and put it in his bank account. You're not going to, when you in a winning position, you're not going to give it all to your leader. And when your man tell you not to wear that skippy ass dress, you're not gonna take it off. You're gonna argue. When the man tell you that he don't want you going nowhere, you're gonna talk back. You're gonna be very combative. So go on with that bullshit ass leadership. Because that's y'all only cherry pick that leadership is when it's time for the man to take responsibility. When y'all blame the dads for the dads not being in the home with the kids, knowing damn well you help the government to remove him to keep your leader. You chose the government to lead you. You didn't choose no man. I'm not saying you
All right,
specifically.
hold on, Jay Prince. Hold on,
Majority of them.
Jay Prince. I got you right here, bro. So just to let everybody know, this is Jay Prince for president from the Black House. His YouTube whole vibe is calling it like he see it. So if this is, like I said, Latasha, you got a whole raunchy toxic book, so this should be right down your alley. Lady Rain is the only one that wear her expressions on her sleeve. So at the end of the day, these clips are going to be classic. With that being said, Jay Prince, let's let it go around the panel before we have a full onslaught of back and forth. Dominique, Chantel, can you unmute your mic real quick? And if y'all not talking, just mute out your mic. That way it don't cancel out the other person's. Go ahead, Chantel. What's your thought? Because I got a video clip I just want to play. Matter of fact, let me play that, Chantel, before you go. And let me put that up on the screen. Hold on for a second.
Women do not initiate enough.
Yeah.
And so they're losing their men's interest because they're not initiating anything, almost as if he ain't fine too. Like she the fine one and he ain't. Like it's almost like
she the catch, not we caught each other.
Basically, women thinking they the prize is the problem.
Whoa.
All right, so you just heard it. That was the clip, and she basically echoed everything that we was already saying. Women being the prize and not initiating when it comes to romance. I don't know what you want to call it, intimacy, all of those things. What's your thoughts on it now, Chantel? You can unmute.
I couldn't hear the clip, so
basically the clip just echoed everything that we was already saying.
I can't hear nothing.
Oh man, here we go with this stuff again tonight. Jay Prince, you can hear, right? Okay. Jay Prince, you might have to help us out, bro. When it comes to, because I know you know this YouTube stuff. So when people on their cell phones, they're dropping in and out with audio, and it just keeps knocking everybody out. What's some of the things they got to do to fix that?
They might be getting telephone calls or text messages.
No, they not. They really not. That's the crazy part about it.
They got to download the StreamYard app.
Oh, there you go. Y'all download StreamYard to your phone. That's probably why it's kicking everybody out, because you're doing it from a web browser. All right, so Tasha, go ahead and give your thoughts on that part.
The part
about women being the prize in today's society, and why do you think that is when it comes down to a relationship or a marriage?
I think it initially it's like a back in the day type of women were the prize. Women are the prize. But I think now it's like a lot of relationships, it's almost like a equality in a relationship. And should it be like that? No, not really. But I think we as women and men, we have just got accustomed to everything being equal. We splitting the bills, we're splitting the rent on the mortgage, we're everything is equal, almost like we're roommates. And are we supposed to be like that? No, but I think relationships have come to this point of you do you, you do me. It's not where women are put on the pedestal anymore. I just don't think that exists. I haven't seen it. I mean, I've done a lot, and maybe that's me. I've done above and beyond in relationships by giving and giving and giving and giving and doing and providing to the point like, damn, am I a man? So it's kind of like I think, and then we get women now that we've grown to be so independent and so able to care for ourselves and do for ourselves. It's kind of like, what I need a man for? You talking about some sex? We can get that anywhere. So it's not about sex. I mean, most women can go in their phone right now and text somebody and they can get sex in probably 30 minutes. So it can't be just sex. So we want more the same way a man wants more. But it's kind of like, how can we put each other on equal, either equal priorities or importance, or a female is gonna be higher. It just depends on how they look at it. Because at the end of the day, that's the person that's gonna be the mother of your children, right? If you decide to do that, that's the mother of your children. That's your wife. And even in the Bible, how the Bible views a woman in the Bible, we're supposed to be important. We're supposed to be a higher priority in a man's life. It says that a man will leave his mother and father to be with his wife. So why can't we be that importance? Why not? And then women do a lot, because then also in the Bible, it talks about this virtuous woman in the Bible, right? That we're supposed to do and do and do and do. We as women, we really do a lot in relationships. We give a lot. We give and give and give. We give to the relationships, we give to the husband, we give to the man, we give to the children, we give to everything. And we're still working too. We're still working jobs too, just like that man. So either we're going to be valued higher, or we all going to be equal, and we're just going to be in relationships where it's just equality and we're the same.
I got you. All right, Lady Rain, I know you've been taking notes down there, and you it looks like everything may be fixed on your end. Go ahead on and give us your thoughts.
I actually was taking some notes earlier when Jay Prince was saying that women chose welfare over the man in the household, and I just thoroughly disagree with that. Like I don't know why that is such a narrative, because I think that women would definitely choose stability over a temporary situation, because welfare is not anything that you can get fresh off of, fly off of, or you all of a sudden have all this plethora of money in your bank account. There was this documentary I watched not that long ago on YouTube. It was done in the 60s, and it followed a couple of people, women as well as men, who were on welfare. And I remember there was a woman in the documentary who said she definitely would have married her husband. I mean, not her husband. She definitely would have married the children of her the father of her children, if he offered to marry her, but he did not. And then he ended up doing something else. So she was raising these children on her own. So she needed the help of the government of the government. And it's not like women were the one that wrote these rules that said, hey, we don't want men in the home. We already know that the system wasn't set up for us necessarily. We weren't the ones on the system in the beginning. Then when Black people started getting on the system, they created these rules in place, of course, to oppress us even more. So I thoroughly disagree that women was out here saying, yeah, throw the man out the home so I can live on and get this 20 cents a day to feed my children. Absolutely not.
Okay, Jay, that was targeted to some stuff that you said, man. So I'll let you go ahead and respond to what Lady Rain just had to say.
I think that's the second shit. It's one thing when your enemy, if somebody come in my house and try to turn me against my kids or what the bam, that's one thing. But if I sign up and say fuck it, and take the offer, I'm wronger than the people that came with the offer. I'm wronger than the ops. You participated in a system that because you're not stupid, y'all. I hate when Black women like to play dumb when it's beneficial to remove them from the accountability that they deserve. You understood the system didn't have your best interest at all, right? And when I hear these black women talk, y'all worth to a black man. Y'all have more worth to to society, the white society. You have zero worth to a man, and I don't think none of y'all really understand what's your worth to a man. Y'all, a lot of times you ask what these women bring. I am the table. What's the table? Oh, I got a career. I got a degree. That's that white man shit. We was having families and we went to bed before we even had a white man system. We didn't need. The problem of the matter is black women is have became more Eurocentrified and
Yes,
they
because
bought
I got
a
some stuff that
Eurocentric
I can't
understanding,
hear
but
nothing.
black men is
It
still
says,
on
thank you
this.
for being part of the stream.
Somebody was talking. Somebody was. So I was finna play this video as drop that video of black women breaking down on how what really went wrong. Finally, the black women really. And then here's a bigger thing that really burns my soul. Every time we talk about this, we have to listen to the people that created the problem and the people that participated in the problem. So when they say black men wasn't shit, we either hear that from black women or white men. White men who created the problem, black women who participated in the problem. But what we don't hear from and what we never heard from was black men. If black men gonna be accused of this shit, what makes black women and white men so fucking credible to the point where they can override what black men. We don't want to hear it from them no more. Well, I'm tired of listening to white men about my black history telling me that black men sold us instead of listening to the black men who actually did, allegedly did. Well, I don't want to listen to them. They know the lie. And I don't want to listen to no black woman who's sucking the dicks of the Ku Klux Klans and sucking up into his system. Fuck both of them. Let me listen to them black men.
All right, Jay Prince. Let Lady Rain. Everybody face around here tells it all. So it looks like Lady Rain gonna be the one to challenge you on that. Rain, you have the floor. Jay Prince won't even interrupt. Go ahead, Rain.
I don't even know if I can. Sir, I have no idea why you so angry, right? Like I don't even know how to challenge you because my brain cells really lost probably like 10 minutes ago into your dissertation about black women and white men. I'm gonna be honest, T-Max, I, I need a moment because I can't believe.
Yeah, take as long as
May
you
I
want.
say
Hold
this
on,
real
Jay.
quick?
Jay, hold on, Jay. Wait a minute. Let's go ahead on around the panel on the actual topic. Disregard his energy. What you don't have to respond to what he said because I know he's gonna come back with some more of the stuff that he wanted to talk about. So Chantel, we'll come to you on the topic itself.
Of men not being the prize?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just making sure I'm on the right topic.
Yeah,
Um,
you're on the right one.
okay. Um, I don't know. You know what? It's the way, unfortunately, I feel as if the way the kids are now being raised and all the outside influences with music and things like that. I really think that that's where it's coming from. They hear these songs and all this and think all that's cute and cool and I feel like that's where it's coming from. But if they was raised correctly and knew the role of a man and a woman or a husband and a wife, then they it would, that's my opinion.
I
Okay, I
guess.
got.
Go ahead, Chris.
So back to what everybody's saying about the prize. The prize is traditional, right? We're in modern times. So the prize is going to be something totally different than what it was back in the day because of the simple fact of the matter that we are in modern times. So things that were traditional back then where your parents was married for 30 and 40 years, that's not happening anymore because
But
we're in.
why can't it?
Well, it can't happen because a lot of that does not exist anymore.
A lot of, can you explain that? What doesn't exist anymore? People are still people, and
People are
God is
still
still
people
God,
are still
and time is
people.
still going on.
People are still people, but as far as what is traditional to people is different. So traditional means different verbiage to other people nowadays. So if you're in modern times, just like you have men that feel like you're supposed to ask them out on a date. So is a woman courting a man, or is the man courting the woman? Which one is it?
So let me ask you a question on that. I love how you just put that in there because that's going to bring all of us to the idea of what Chantel was just saying, right? Why can't it change? So I think it's because of people, all right? And then at the end of the day, um, when you saying traditional, so both parties aren't traditional anymore.
No.
So when you said men are waiting on women, I don't know. I don't know who the hell you know, but I don't know no men that's waiting on the woman to ask him out.
I mean, I had a conversation with somebody like that the other day. And I literally had a conversation that the man said, if a woman takes me out to dinner, I will gladly accept it.
So
I, I do.
that's a difference in it happening versus men waiting on it to happen. Now, here's the thing. We talk in general. So the one guy and the one guy on the
Right.
panel, Jay Prince.
I'm talking about in general, but if you look at how things are operating now on social media and everything else, it's not, a lot of things aren't traditional anymore.
So who do you think you think it's both parties that's out of order to where it's too far gone, or do you think one party can control that narrative and turn it back around?
No, it's both parties.
Hmm.
It's
I think it
both
goes back
parties.
to
That's the
quality.
problem that we have, and I agree. I agree. There's both parties, but the problem that we're having is, and this brings us to this question. I'm gonna pose that question. This is off topic. This is not one of the topics that we had tonight. I'm just gonna pose this question, and I want to start with our guest, Latasha Watts, and then we're gonna pass it around the panel. Everybody be brief with their response so we can get through this. But before we do that, let me go and jump over here because we got a few friends that's tapping in the comments. Endless Boo, what's up? Shout out to Endless Boo, first time over here in the comment section. All right, so Endless Boo say women give the same, and that's what she was referring to when we first opened up the topic. She also said, "Wow, I really need to be on the panel." I told you, I said, "Listen, the link is in the description in the chat room. If you want to join the panel, the link is pinned to the top of the same chat that you're commenting in." She threw up the praying hands or the hallelujahs. She said, "Lord, take the wheel." She also said, "True, Lil say, true, I'll say it louder for the people in the back." Then she said, "I agree. Men are waiting for women to ask them out." I disagree. In general, you may have some, but I think that that's a very small few versus the larger. Anybody up here think that it's more men waiting for women to ask them out than there are men that's traditional?
I wouldn't say waiting, but I would
I'm
say
coming.
they want to be chased.
They want to be chased. They feel they're the prize. They feel you supposed to lead them. You supposed to tell them what direction you going in. And I'm like, how's that working? Because if you the man, I most definitely ain't gonna tell you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see where you gonna lead me to. If I'm gonna build something with someone, I want you to lead.
Okay. So here's the question I got to ask off topic. The question is, since both parties are out of order,
Hmm.
and according to Chrissy, is too far gone and it can't come back. So to get it back, if both parties are out of order, who who humbles themselves and turn around first? Because it seems like we're in this tug of war,
The
right?
woman, the woman will humble herself before the man
I ain't
will.
said ain't look. So here's what you just tried to do right there. You just tried to give credit to the woman being the one willing, being the one that will do it. But are they willing to do it? Because it seems like there's a lot of tit for tat. It seems like women are saying the hell with that because men is this way. Then men are saying women are this way. So to turn it back around, I think there has to be one or both at the same time. But we know that probably not gonna happen. So who you think that women would be willing to do it first? Let's go to Chantel.
I say yes. I believe some men can be very, very stubborn and set in their ways. So I believe it's harder for a man to change. And with women, I feel as if most or some are easy and can go with the flow. I mean, I can speak for myself. Like, I'm not changing who I am because of what the world has going on. I'm always going to remain that sweet, loving woman. I'm going to you know, pour into someone as much as they pour into me. So it's just, if I don't get it back, then I'm not doing it no more.
So you're not one of those type of women, Chantel, that when somebody calls you to the red carpet on something that you're doing, right? When it comes from your gender base, you're not one to say, "Well, men do it too."
I mean, I guess it depends on the topic.
I mean, I hear men and women saying this nowadays. Like when men are being held accountable on certain things, I heard some of the men. Well, I mean, you got they go to immediately pointing fingers to women instead of addressing somebody, calling them out on their bullshit.
No,
So
I'm going to stand 10 toes on whatever I got going on. I'm not going to shift the blame and put it on someone else.
okay,
Yeah.
so that means on TMAX Network, the Content Creators Lounge, on Lady Rain's panels, and also on Chrissy True Brew all 4 seasons. You're never going to be the one that when it's on you, like the cloud is over your head, you're not going to pop up the umbrella and then point to the men and say, "Well, men do it too," right?
No, I'm not.
Okay, cool. I get to hold you accountable
It's
if I do
live
that,
and
right?
recorded, right?
This shit is live and being recorded. All right, too easy. Let's pass it around. Ronnie Woodham, unmute your mic. I know Jay Prince is over there rocking back and forth in his seat. Ronnie, tell us about it, man. If men and women are both at odds or going in different directions when it comes to traditional and modern, and Chrissy say tradition is thrown out the window, who do you think will be the first to turn that around? Like we're going on solution base here instead of keep fighting back and forth.
On the tangent question, since both are out of order, if I'm following you right, um, who would be the one that should be? Should be the woman that holds it all down. But I can testify to disagreeing because the man, like, definitely, if the man is a man, it shouldn't be a task for him necessarily. Because the Bible even tells me it's okay to live with a non-believer if she's doing wifely duties, because that may come and go. That's that's on him. Whatever's going on in her heart, I'm just supposed to lead by example by following him. So I would say it's going to be us because that's just what we're supposed to do. And from my experience too, in interacting with other couples, that's generally what I see. And I just got out of class with a bunch of dudes that were in couples, in relationships. So they, not to say, but they was like peeling at me for being married for so long and together so long. They're just trying to see. I've seen on that topic. I've seen people married 37 years on her live stream. So I mean, I beg to differ. I think marriages are lasting, given that they do the right thing by putting him first. I think that might be missing, but I think it also touches on the raise part. But as far as who humbles himself, I mean, the man, it shouldn't be a question. Man should definitely do it. But it would appear, from my interpretation, that the wife is supposed to maintain in that position. Just as their duty, 'cause like she said, they have so much they do. I give credit to that. Like, that's truth. They do so much. And I just disagree that we don't give them credit. I agree that your value is higher, but I disagree that ours is not lower. So landing that plane, it's going to be the man nowadays, from what I've seen. But I think the Bible tells you that it should be the woman.
Okay. All right. No doubt, no doubt. Lady Rain, who do you think would be the one to turn it all around? I know you was echoing, you was shaking your hand, and you were saying true and all that. What do you think? You muted.
She's still.
Um, I think it's gonna be the women because I feel like nowadays, women are taking more of the lead, more of the charge in what's happening, and they definitely not afraid to um approach more men these days. And they definitely not afraid to do a bit more of the chasing. And I think that's why some things definitely have turned around because women are taking more of the lead and doing more of the things that wasn't traditionally um, what women were doing. So I think it's going to be the women. I'm going to land there.
You want
So
me?
let me ask you a couple questions on what you just said right there. So listen,
Mhm.
do you think that, because I know you just said that women are taking charge nowadays Women are doing more of the chasing nowadays. Now, just in your humble opinion, and there's no wrong answer. This is all on your opinion. Do you think it's because that men have fell back or women have bound forward?
Um, I feel like it's maybe like a combination of both. I also feel like because um men aren't pursuing in the way that they used to in the past, women have become a lot more aggressive in that area, right? And these are just my thoughts because some women want marriage, some women still want children, some women still want family, right? So they're like, I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to go after the things that I want, even if it's me putting myself out there first.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Latasha, on you with how this thing turns around before we let Jay Prince give us a reason or tell us how it turns around on his end. So, how do you think this thing turns around between women and men being at odds?
Actually, it's going to be individualized, but if you put it generally, it's probably going to be women because it's kind of like I feel like it falls on us, like because it's like we always feel like I feel like we got to do it the right way. We got to stay on the right path, right path, right path, right path. So I think it's going to fall on women to do it. But should a man do it? If we're focusing on what someone else said, Rain said about leading, yeah, they should, but it's not going to fall on them. It's going to fall on us to have that responsibility in addition to all the other responsibilities that we have.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Latasha, before we go to Jay Prince. Do you think men set the tone, women set the mood?
I think initially men set the tone and women react and respond to it after multiple experiences and situations. We adjust to what we've been given.
Okay, you said a good word right then, and then I'm gonna let you land your plane on this. You use the word multiple. Can you explain what you mean by multiple? Because I know what I took when I heard that.
I mean it as relationship after relationship after relationship
There
after
you
relationship.
go.
You
That's what I took.
you kept trying, and this one kept giving you this one kept giving you this one, and then eventually you say, you know what, I got it, I'm gonna do it my way.
Let's stop right there. Author of a toxic book with a lot of poetry in it. Let's go with this right here. Now, when you said multiple, kept trying, this one didn't give me this one to give me this, you were speaking from the woman's standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
But guess who's the common denominator in all of those multiples? So you're telling me that boyfriend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or husband 1, 2, 3, right? It was them that couldn't give you such and such, or was it the person that was the common denominator? Because we can flip that right back on men. It goes both ways. A man can't come and tell me that he's been in 2 or 3 marriages or 7 or 8 different relationships, and everything out of his mouth is they the damn problem. So you use the word multiple, and I took it the way that you said it, and then you explained it, which confirmed what I thought. Now we're on multiple relationships. So basically, what you're telling me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you're suggesting that it's not good to have multiple encounters with different people.
I don't think it's ever the best thing, no, because we take pieces from each person and each experience, and people think they don't, but you carry that right on to that next person, and you think you're letting it go and you're moving on, but you're not really, because now you're, in a sense, you're comparing and contrasting. Okay, this person is doing this. Oh, they remind me of this person, so I know they're going to do this, and then we're reacting to what we already experienced within this new relationship. And then sometimes we bring in the same type of people. It's a different person, but we attract some of the same qualities as you go.
Why do you think that is?
I think a lot of it is self-reflection of yourself. Because you got to evaluate yourself to say,
hold on, I got to give you, hold on. You need to pause right there. You one of the first women that has actually expressed that from a neutral standpoint, because we're not talking about nobody specific on this panel, we're talking about in general. And when we flip that over on men, it's the same exact thing. Because most people pick the same person in different shapes and forms, right? But it's the same person. Like if we have some of the same criteria, if you keep putting in a request and that request keep getting denied, would you keep putting in, like, let's put it a resume. If you keep submitting a resume and to different jobs and you keep getting rejected, do you eventually you're going to start to think that it's the resume, because they didn't get a chance to experience you actually working the job, so they didn't deny you because of your skills. The only thing that they had was an application and your resume. The application is standard. The resume is the only thing that you can change. You would think a person would change their resume or tweak it a little bit. Oh shit, let me take this out. Matter of fact, I wrote this whole resume myself. Oh Lord have mercy, help me somebody. I wrote this whole resume myself in 2026, and it ain't getting me the job that I'm looking for. Let me do something and go to something that's maybe a little bit more experience in how to form resumes, and let me submit my resume before I do to the job. Let me submit it to Chat GPT. And then Chat GPT spits out a resume, which Chat GPT will be a representation of your ancestors, meaning most people don't have grandma and granddaddy to educate them on how to be in a relationship, because mom and daddy ain't raising people to be wives, husbands, or in relationships nowadays. People are getting fed, clothed, and housed and told to stay out of trouble. And then when they get grown, they say you're on your own. You start with a restart button from scratch, right? There's a lot of things lacking from the average 18 to 21-year-old that hits society and start to join relationships with people. I'm going a little bit on my own word, but I love how you put it, because you said what I would have said. It's the person that's in those multiple relationships, not those multiple relationships. At the end of the day, you're the common denominator. You're the core person that keeps choosing the same person in different form. So I appreciate that. If you got anything lasting to say, if I misquoted you or if I read you wrong, you got the floor.
No, you good. That's basically it. We have to, if you think about it, you in, like you said, 3 marriages. If you never take the time to evaluate yourself and then you go into your 4th one, something is wrong. Now, those people you were with in that marriage, they have flaws too, because we all come with flaws. But you got to evaluate yourself, that you've been in this many relationships or this many marriages, and something still keeps going wrong where it ends. You got to evaluate yourself before you go into another relationship.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to our VP, D Awesome One. He said he on the road. I'm sure that he's headed to the crib and he might pop in on us later. What up, D? Jay Prince, on you, homie.
I think when we speak the word traditional, we automatically assume that was supposed to be right. I never want to be like my traditional granddaddy and granduncles. They was punks and simps to me. Secondly, I think that if we're gonna have
Hold on, say
this,
that one more time.
they was simps and punks to me.
Your daddy and your granddaddy?
Yeah, they was simping for women, and I never want to mimic them. I think
Hold on
that if
before
we
you go too far past that, because the same way I asked them questions, because I know you're gonna go right. So on that simping, right? You think granddaddy and the dads and granddads was simping for women?
Yeah,
Now, are you big on family or are you big on individuality?
I'm big on family.
Okay, so explain to me how daddy and I can't even look at this lady down here, man. Explain to me how daddy and granddaddy was simping if they were doing what it took to keep a family together or generate one.
One, putting a woman first is cheaper to keep her. All this bow down to a woman and try to make a happy wife is a happy life. Man, I'm like with all that. No, I don't believe in none of that at all. That means she controlled that shit. And then they was afraid. They lived their life and they marriage afraid of this woman leaving them. I'll tell a bitch, get the fuck on. Like my granddaddy and them, they go all like they
But
way
now you big on
to
family
try
though.
to keep a
So
bitch.
so generally, if you tell somebody get the fuck on, they, especially in modern times, they normally get the fuck on with your children. So now you don't have a family no more. You're an individual at that moment.
And see, my situation, I told him get the fuck on. I got my children.
I know, but that's rare. That, and listen, I'm not judging your
It's
baby
the type of
mamas.
woman you
Hold on,
pick.
hold on. I'm not judging your baby mamas, but I will tell you this: that there is a certain type of woman, meaning by her mindset, her desire to be a mother, and by her societal norms where she grew up in, or her situation as well, right? Being able to be a mom, meaning have a stable home, have a stable mindset, and have resources to take care of them children. Normally, a guy is just not going to walk away with the custody of, because you got how many kids?
3 and 4 possibles.
3 and 4 possibles. And you have hold on, Bo. And the 3 that you do have, you have custody of them, right?
Yep.
All right. They're by how many different women?
2.
Now you're telling me, because we're trying to understand, how did you get custody of all 3? Because you just said, I mentioned the fact that there's a certain type of woman. So how did you get custody of all 3 from 2 different women?
Well, I didn't do, unlike my granddaddy and them, they try to go after that so-called good woman. With those so-called good women left those marriages at 70% rate. No fault divorces at 70% rate. Why would you go after them? You already know if they're a good mama, they're a good woman, they keeping the kids. They gonna have, because they're a good woman. So I went after the women that didn't want shit, that didn't want kids, that didn't give a fuck about kids, and that's how I was able to get my kids. You had to use reverse psychology, and I learned that method from black women. Black women gave all the thugs, the criminals, the gangsters, inmates, all the jail, all the babies. Why? Because in a court of law, 9 times out of 10, a nigga with a felony ain't gonna win up this hold up in court. This is why us thugs and pookies one got all the kids. Because if she give y'all good men all the babies, y'all can put up a fight in court.
Okay, now listen, as crazy as that sound to the panel, and I'm gonna let anybody, and listen, even though, let me tell y'all something, we're used to Jay Prince over here, right? Matter of fact, let me tell you why. Because Jay Prince was viral and still is. It just don't have his actual channel anymore. But Jay Prince was viral on YouTube for a long time for a certain reason. And the things that he's saying out of his mouth, he's not gaslighting. He actually believes what he's saying and he lives it. So yeah, so that's who you have on the panel with you, Jay Prince for president. Now, let me I want y'all to ask any questions to him that you will. And he's not gonna bite your head off. It might seem aggressive, but it's not. Yeah. It's just talks, okay? All right, Chantel got a question. Go ahead, Chantel.
I guess it's just clarification. So when you set out to have kids, you said, I'm gonna get me a, since we're using whatever language, but you set out to get a bitch who ain't shit?
Yeah, a bandito. A ghetto bitch that ain't shit. Yes, them the ones that have, as black men. Yeah, that's still my goal. As black men, I have witnessed those black men. You got Tyrese Gibson crying. He a millionaire, crying because he wanted to see his kids. I'm on welfare, didn't have $1 the first, and I managed to get my kids. Something that rich black men couldn't. Majority of black men that wanted their kids, every time they go after the so-called good woman, they end up crying on child support and sending their kids 3 times a month from those alleged good black women. So I went after the bad one because I still wanted my kids to be black. So I'm quite sure any man can find some black women that if they do got kids, the kid's gonna be at mama house. She always at the club or at the shelter, whatever the case. Basically, don't give a fuck about kids. If you want to raise your kids, now if you don't want your kids, then you go to the good woman. But if you want to be the one to fire your kids, fuck them good women. They leaving marriages at 70% rate. Why would you want to go after women that's no fault divorces at 70% rate? You're going to be the 71. You ain't nothing special. Right. So go after the ones that don't give a fuck about our kids. And that's how you're going to end up with them.
Do you have girls?
You got to finesse the government and the woman.
Okay. Chantel is asking you a question first, and then we're going to let Chrissy go. Go, Chantel.
Do you have girls?
All 3 of them girls.
All 3 of them girls. And who's providing that guidance for them in a womanly manner?
Me. I think it's different from, I think it's different. I would say this, I think it's different because the difference between my daughters and black women that we had to choose from is that those black women didn't have their daddy, so they don't value a black man presence. So when a black man tell them something, they're not going to look at it like misogynistic or he's controlling because they've been brought up with their father. That's the difference between my daughters and a lot of black women. They don't give a fuck about the black male image or the presence. The government been their father. The mother been their mother and their father. So they don't have no appreciation for the black male image. My daughters them gonna have a different perspective than a lot of these black chicks.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So let's say your daughters meet a man like you. What are you?
Yeah. Huh?
What advice are you gonna give them if they meet a man like you?
I'm gonna tell them you done met you a winner.
And they supposed to hand over their kids just like your baby mothers handed over their kids.
I think that if they're not gonna be with their men, I think the men should be with their kids because at the end of the day, those are his kids. The woman should never bring another. If she want to move on with another man kids shouldn't be in that play. That's how everything go wrong. You trying to keep this man kids away from him and bring another man. Another man can't raise another man's kids. I think a man is a bitch that signed up trying to nurture another man's nut.
So you feel
stepdaddy is only beneficial to the woman, not to the kids.
So you feel you're nurturing your daughters to be a woman?
I'm nurturing my daughters to see they're gonna see the other side of what what the single mammies always taught us. The single mammies was just all about them. This is the reason why us welfare babies believe that we got to go all on our way to please a chick, and we got to approach a chick, and that's why I don't agree with what y'all saying that we supposed to approach a woman. If y'all don't have no problem approaching a job, y'all don't have no problem submitting to the job. That white man.
Hold on, Jay. Let me jump in real quick. Let me do a temperature check real quick. Latasha, you good?
I mean, I'm just listening. I just want to know who hurt you. Like, because I mean,
I was hurt when I was born without my daddy. I was hurt by the black woman in the government.
It seemed that way because I'm just thinking, like, what happened
mommy
to
issues,
kindness and being.
No, it's more than mommy issues because y'all the replica of how my mama and family them. Y'all are no different.
All right, so let me do this. Let me do this right quick. Let me do this right quick, Latasha. So let's address something that Jay Prince said, and I want to get the ladies' standpoint on this. So Jay Prince put the narrative out there that a lot of females who are raised, a lot of young girls don't experience their father in the home or around them, right? And he's saying that they grow up with this society that we living in. They're growing up where y'all just said on the panel that the roles has flipped. A lot more women are taking charge. A lot more women are out front when the men has fell back. And now the complaining and the finger pointing is going on. So Jay Prince just said when black girls aren't raised around their father, they have a different perspective of the male image or the black male image, right? Or in Ronnie's case, the light-skinned male image, right? So like he said that because his daughters, no matter how we think about him, no matter what we think about him, his daughters being raised around him is going to have a whole totally different perspective on the black male image. So y'all all four ladies, let me get y'all thoughts on, is he on to something or is that totally false based upon who y'all think he is?
That's
Go ahead, Chris.
That's bullshit. I'm going to call a spade a spade.
Say why.
Why I'm going to call it a spade is because just well as a woman can't teach a young man things that men will show a man can't teach a daughter to be a nurturer. It's certain things that come as a woman that we naturally have. So are you teaching your daughter to be more masculine and have less emotion?
Yeah, it's like the opposite. I think that you conflating. So what I was saying initially, what I mean is, you know how black men got all this appreciation for the woman, putting the woman first. I think my daughter's gonna be opposite. They're gonna have more appreciation for black men because this is what they know. They're gonna have more vitriol towards black women if push come to shove. I'm saying push come to shove. They gonna, just like we have more vitriol for other black men because we the black male presence wasn't valued or respected and always got downplayed and woo out the bam. And so That's why, and I always say this, that the reason why black men and whacking each other have and disrespect each other because we was raised by our ops. The ops of the black man, the government and the black woman were the people, was the opposition of the black male image. So this is the reason why black men grew up to start whacking each other, because we was raised from the black man's ops.
That's not the reason why black men start.
You're a damn lie.
That's not the reason why. Sorry.
You're a motherfucking lie.
I hate to tell you, that's not the reason why.
I was born in. You can't nobody tell me shit different. I was born in 40 years, and all you hear is from the government to the black woman. All you hear, one thing the black woman and the white man got in common is that they both hate black men. I done seen the white man put black men in jail. I done seen black women put black men in jail. Black women done created graveyards amongst black men. Black women done put called black men into some shit, and he lost his motherfucking life. Then they get on the internet talking about black men don't protect them. You a motherfucking lie. Me myself got called into some shit because of black women. Black women always been the black man's downfall. They use the government to fuck them up.
But you got black women, so make it make sense. And you say you got.
All right, hold on 1 second, Chrissy. Jay Prince, let me ask you a question, bro. What has the black man done to black men other than whack each other, like you said? But we talking about from a father standpoint. What has the black man done to other black boys from a father standpoint over time?
He couldn't do shit because he was robbed from him. The black
how about before the robbery of his children?
Okay, before the black man got robbed from the black woman and the government, the black man was like Fred Hampton, the Malcolm X and them, Martin Luther King. We had some good stand-up niggas, some good stand-up brothers back then. It wasn't until the black woman and the white man teamed up against the black man. And that's when that's when the black men, even our leaders, you got Tookie Williams, you got Larry Hoover, all them type of old heads. They did stuff to manage the community. It wasn't up until the government and the black woman signed together to help remove the leaders and the fathers out of the home and rob them from the community. And now we up there murking each other because we was raised. They removed the people that actually loved us and placed us in the hands with the black woman and the white man that want us dead.
Gotcha. All right. So now that we wrap up this first topic, because y'all
we was raised from our enemies.
First topic. So check this out. So now that we can wrap up this first topic, I know Lady Rain took some notes, and I see other people that got their head down, like Chantel is writing stuff. Go ahead, Lady Rain, uninterrupted. You got the floor.
Oh, hold on. This has to be delusion at best, but that's his truth, and I'm just let him live with it. But I did write down a couple of things. What I wrote down was he said he was a family person. Jay Prince, you said you was a family person. So I wrote down what does your family structure look like?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
What do my family structure as far as
what does your perfect family structure look like?
Oh, you talking about right now with no woman in the house who out the band?
I mean, would you like a woman in the house? I mean, at this point, I'm not even sure, but
no, I don't want a woman in the house. I think the way today's time, I think that will be an issue. I think that they always say if the kids have to be raised by one parent, it would be by the father, because I think that I'd rather for my kids, my daughters, them to say fuck their emotions. The emotions, that nurturing stuff it means something, but at the end of the day, it don't do nothing but get in the way. I think they gonna need more of the father point of view than they mamas. If they had to get raised by one parent or the other, I think it should always be by the father. Mothers don't do nothing but teach them how to live in a fairy tale and repeat the same failures that she went through.
Well, there goes my
grandmamas don't do shit but pass down failures.
Okay, so Jay Prince, let's say, so you raising your daughters to be more logical than emotional, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
so
fuck your feelings.
Okay, so fuck their feelings, right? Let's just say right. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, when it comes to them giving birth and they decide that they want to deal with a man like you and that man wants their child, what are you going to recommend your daughter to do?
Get that man his child. If you, especially if you talking about moving on, I think the most thing that what black women used to hold on to these men child and bring them to another man and try to make sense out of something that was problematic out the gate. It don't work that in no part of kingdom. Usually, if you moving on, that means this is why the stepdaddies is harming the other man's kids, because it's in nature. It's nature for you to get rid of the old kids. In animal nature, they whack the old kids. The new man, which is animal kingdom, they whack off the old kids. So, but in human form, I think that the mama should get that, because that's that man's
We're
kids.
not talking
So
about.
he
We're not
he
talking
shouldn't
about.
be able to share his kids with no other man. Give that man his kids. You go see them on the weekend, and then you go move on with your life with your new man and create you a new family.
Okay. So just so I'm clear, Jay Prince, a woman has no role in your life. And a woman's role basically is just to be a vessel to carry children. Because other than that, she has no role in your world.
I think that, yes. So I think that the way in today's modern time, a lot of women don't even know what she means to a man. They don't have the energies that men is attracted to, far as like loving, peacefulness, nurturing,
Right. But
caring,
that wasn't the question I
mothering. They
asked you. The
don't do
question
that
I
no
asked
more.
you, but that wasn't the question. The question I asked you was, so a woman has no role in your life other than
Um,
to carry children.
I think that's our most valuable thing.
Okay.
Diabolical.
I stand by that. A woman that can't carry kids is pointless.
Totally diabolical.
All right. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to VP to TMAX Network, Mr. D.
Interesting.
Awesome. What's going on? Yeah. Hey, D, you putting up on the panel a little bit
Wow.
late. We transitioning to the second topic,
That's
but
cool.
just to wrap up, I know you was looking and listening in from the
I
audience,
can't
so
hear
we're gonna go ahead on the
T-Max.
transition to the second topic. Who just
But before
right?
we do, I just want to advertise myself real quick. Any ain't shit women out there want to have babies?
Go connect with Jay Prince.
Yeah, I take them. I'm going to prison apps.
which
I'm
is
going to Chichita prison. They
which
got a
is
lot of prison women that's in prison
which
willing
is
to give up some babies.
Nah,
All right,
I don't want to.
so check this out. This next video that we about to introduce. Hold on for a second. We're gonna introduce the next topic, y'all. All right. That was a good one. That was an icebreaker. Just making sure that our guests look at Latasha. Just making sure Latasha is good to go. I know your book is great. Latasha, do me one more favor for the people that just tuning in. Hold up one of your books or so and show them people what they'll be getting in the value of your books.
All right, so this is the poetry book right here. There's a lot of topics on here. Some relationship. There's love in here because there is love about relationships in here too. So and then this is a book of poetry, and then this is my short story. It follows about 5 Black women through relationships, careers, some poor decision making, and then it kind of leaves the reader on like a cliffhanger. So the story ends, but it doesn't really end. It gives the reader an opportunity to kind of play out the story how they want to play it out. And then both of the books are found on Amazon.com and liberationislit.com.
All right.
Hey, T-Mac.
Yeah, what's up?
I say this before we go because I have wanted to say a second part. You say you had to keep asking me questions. I have wanted to get this off because I think this is a very important piece into that.
All right. So look, check this out. Before you go with that piece, I want you to say it, and then we're not even gonna question it. It's just gonna be said. We ain't gonna question. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so when we talk about moving forward, I think that is based on what Natasha said, relationships. I think that because y'all brought up the Bible, only women supposed to be getting married is the virgins. I think that we're gonna need a whole new set of women because I believe that these women that we are getting are hand-me-downs. They done had multiple men wearing their ass out, just like wearing new clothes and new shoes. Right? We all the women that we getting is that other men done been all up in, done wore all out, done did all the most. And then they never tell you how many men done used them sexually what the bell. So if I decide to better myself and get more money by myself and enhance myself, look at the pickings that I got. I ain't gonna want to pay full price for a chick that niggas done got for free. Is you cool?
All right, too easy. So I take that back because I ain't know what he was about to say. So I'll take that back. Jay Prince, mute your mic. If any one of the ladies want to go back with what he said and challenge that, Lady Rain is on you.
I'm confused. Is this not the same man who said he liked the barrel of the bottom bitches, the ones that be on the corner, the ones that don't want nothing? He don't want a good woman. So why he care if they virtuous or not? I'm confused.
Gotcha. That
The
makes
reason
nope, Jake. I got to meet you out because hey, you wanted to get it out. It's out there, and we're gonna move on to the next topic. She just told you, and which she made a good point. You wanted the worst of the worst so that you can get your kids if things went left. And she's saying the worst of the worst gonna come with a long list of history, a long history. Okay. Any other lady want to challenge that? Because we're gonna move on to another topic. Tasha.
I just want to say one thing. So it's okay for men to have multiple partners and get married too. So that's all I want to say.
Okay, so that leads me back to what the shit I told Chantel earlier is that I know Chantel you didn't say it, but that's the vibe, and I get it because men do the same thing. Natasha, as soon as something is brought to us or our gender, we say women doing it too, and I don't get that with men, but I understand when the ladies say it. Okay, any other ladies want to say anything else before we transition? Okay, too easy. All right, so this next clip that we about to get into is gonna open up the next topic. Let me put it up on the screen, and y'all tell me what you think?
Y'all niggas that be talking bad about these women, y'all got names in their phone too. Like Lil Dick, Stank Dick, Broke, Firehead, Lil Ugly, Dirty, Paymaster, The Dollar Sign, One Gold, Aggravating, Stank Breath, Booty Hole Eater, Day, Golden Corral, Husband, Pastor from the church, dude I met on eHarmony, nigga I met on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, dude I slept with in the parking lot, dude that paid for my food, dude in the red truck.
All right. So here's the next. Y'all just heard all the dudes that she ran down. Y'all do me a favor. Jay Prince is over there tripping. All right, so check this out real quick. This is ladies first. That was ladies that spoke. I know. Hold on, Jay. This is ladies first. That was ladies that spoke. So the ladies are going to be able to address what that lady just said. Here we go. So next topic. Do women have a roster of men they can call on at any time?
Yes, some.
I
just want y'all to realize that the floor is yours, and all we get is crickets when shit like this comes up. Yeah, but your yes, some was almost like an echo. It was short lived, and y'all got a lot to say when it goes on about the guys. So here's a lady, not a man, that's saying this. Here's a lady that's almost breaking the sister code. So I want the sisters to address what she said, and that's all you got, Chantel. Konnichiwa, my nigga. I understand. All right, go ahead, Latasha.
Okay, first of all, I want to say, anybody got time for all that? What she doing? That's way too much. I ain't never put nobody like State Birth on my phone. But I will say this, that in single years, it was like, to me, it's like most females have 5. They're top 5. And there is, each one of them has a purpose. One of the 5. And I ain't trying to like throw the code out there or nothing like that. But yeah, it's a top 5.
I'll tell you what it is. You got the babysitter, you got the person that drop off money, you got the I don't want to say the wrong word for this guy, but he act like y'all and he your best friend. So that's the person you gossip to after the Mandingo dude. Steve Harvey ran down to 5 dudes. She got the Mandingo dude. How he run it down? She got the old man that bring over the money and drop it off. All he wants is a little pat on the tail. Then she got the babysitter, which is your best friend, right? Then she got the guy Mandingo who she really want to go out with. She go out and eat and do all that with. And then she come home and tell it to, the rainbow guy. So at the end of the day, you got a whole bunch of them out there that you can. So you saying, is it the average woman that has that 5 in rotation? Because I do know some women that I've spoken to here in the recent past say that while dating, they're dating multiple people and may the best man win.
Because, technically you're single until you're actually married. Technically, you're single, right?
Latasha, you're welcome over here on TMAX. I'm gonna look you dead in the face. You're welcome over here on the Content Creators Lounge anytime. You're more open and honest than a lot that I've seen in the recent history. All right, go ahead, Chrissy True Blue. It's on you.
So, for you to have all the names in your phone is diabolical. I can't keep up with all of them people. If you going by nicknames, how the fuck you gonna know what they really name?
Have you ever had it like that back in when you was outside?
No, I just don't store names. I just don't. They're just numbers.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt. My bad.
So when I was outside, no, it was just a name. You weren't even a name, it was just a number. And I could go back into my text message and see which name was, whatever the case may be. But if you're moving in your life you're intentionally dating, you don't have that much time on your hands to have a roster. I could see 3, I could even see 2, but not all of them. That's too much energy.
Okay. Gotcha. Lady Rain.
Do I know women that have a roster? Sure. Do I think that in dating you should date multiple people? Absolutely. But I don't know. I just think it's a lot to have a roster, personally. That's not when I was younger, did I? Sure. When I had more time on my hands, a little bit, I thought a little differently. But not at this stage and age. But I will say the one thing I do is everybody gets a nickname. You will not know anyone's name unless they are serious. So you either are known by your state or something identifiable, something that you might have done. I might be like, I have someone called Cash App. That's their nickname. And so people know exactly who I'm talking about when I talk about this person. There's another person, BK, that's his name, because he lives in Brooklyn. So, everybody will get a nickname until it's real. When it's real, then you learn the real name.
Okay. So, man, I'm so glad that y'all put it out there like that. And all the ladies, look at all the ladies. They're like, yeah, girl, tell it. That's how you do it. So I'm going to ask y'all all, because all y'all basically agreed that you're single until you're married, or when you're dating multiple people at least. Mm-hmm. So let me ask y'all a question. And then, fellas, y'all just sit back. This is ladies taking charge right now of the conversation. So let me ask all y'all ladies a question. What's some of the things? Just rattle off some things, not just one or two. Just rattle off some things. We'll start with any of y'all. We ain't got to go in no particular order. Rattle off some things that you do with guys when dating.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
All right, so let me give you a little bit of context. let me give you this. So I'm gonna give you some context. This is crazy, fellas. Did y'all understand what I said? What I meant when I said that, right?
What do you mean? What do you do with these people?
I know.
What do you mean? You gonna eat? You gonna hang out? You fuck? What do you mean? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to find out?
Hold on, D. Don't give them no answers to the test. They got a number 2 pencil with your name on it, and they're gonna bubble in these bubbles real quick. So, ladies, I'm gonna give you some, Chantel. Look at the right. I'm gonna give you some real quick. I'm gonna give you some clues. Okay. In my handy dandy notebook, I realized that while y'all dating, y'all might do things like this. You might have phone conversations. You might go out to dinner. You might take long walks and tell lies to each other because y'all dating multiple people. That's a few things that y'all might do. Because I'm not a woman, I don't know what the hell y'all do. I know when we're dating y'all, what we do, which would answer my own question, but I want y'all to say it. So tell me some of the things that y'all do. And listen, if Chantel say some things, ladies, I want y'all to say something that she hasn't said yet. Okay, so you can't repeat the same thing. Chantel, on you.
Well, there's texting. I like my good morning text. I don't know what anybody else says. I want my good morning text. I want my FaceTime calls. I want dates. It doesn't have to be an extravagant date all the time. I've done gym dates. I've done coffee dates. Haven't done a walk in the park because it's cold in Chicago. What?
No, I'm telling D, stop,
No,
D, stop.
no, because the question is, what do you do, not what do you want?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, thanks,
speaking
bro.
from
I'm sorry.
experience.
I'm sorry. No, Chantel. Hell no.
Oh,
Appreciate that, Doc. That's why he VP over here.
no, I'm speaking from experience.
Tell
The
what you
things I
do, not what you desire.
I do good morning text. I have no problem
Okay,
going on
keep
text.
going.
I mean on
Keep
dates.
going.
So what do you mean? What am I doing? I'm talking to them. I'm having conversations with them. I'm somebody
Okay,
else
you done?
answer because I'm lost.
No, you good. No, you good. You good. Listen, the only thing about it is, Chantel, you were speaking as if you wasn't doing it. You were speaking as if these are some things you would desire while dating. So he was just saying,
no. These I said I've been on coffee dates. I've been to a gym date. That's what I said.
okay, great. All right, ladies, y'all heard what she said. You can't repeat some of the same things that she said. Who want to go next?
I can go next.
Go ahead. You're a smart woman right there. Go ahead.
I take trips. I like long trips and weekend getaways, and that's what I like. I enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
But how long after knowing them?
I mean, it depends. I mean, like it depends on if it's like a long-term dating. I've known them like.
No, you good, Chantel. This is your time. You can ask questions to your
if
own
I know like
sisters.
Once a year, like I like trips. So if I already planned the trip, I'll invite them to come with me. So it's not like they're paying for it. Like I'm already going. So I'll say, come on, then they'll come with me. So I got people that I date that we do that. What else? I mean, and then there's gonna be one. Obviously, if you want some sexual needs met, you gotta have one for that. Like I'm just saying, you got one for that.
Okay, stop right there before you go too far into this rabbit hole that y'all going down real quick. Hold on 1 second. I want to pause the panel real quick to shout out our sister. She's gorgeous over there in the comment section. What's up, Jess? Jess said, hey y'all. She said a roster is exhausting. Lord. She also said laughing her ass all the way off. Okay, too easy. So I wanna ask you a question, Latasha. It's ironic. And this is the shit I'm talking about now. Just so you know, because it's your first time over here, we keep it all the way funky. We keep it all the way 100, and accountability is spread across the board when it comes to men and women. Okay? So I'm gonna ask you a question. I just find it ironic. You was talking majorly general when it came to trips. That's why Chantel, your own sister, had to ask you, like, how long you knowing these niggas before you go that far on a weekend getaway? You was talking but you was talking very broad, a broad brush. You got that fine brush. You got a song bitch about this size when it came to sex. And you're telling me that y'all are taking trips with different guys. Y'all are eating dinner with different guys. Y'all are on the phone with different guys, but you trying to fool, not you personally. I'm talking through you to the audience that may be looking. So women, y'all trying to tell me that it's multiple guys taking trips with you, multiple guys eating out with you, multiple guys on the phone with you, but when it comes to sex, there's only one?
Didn't I say I have a top 5? You have a top 5. So in that top 5, one of the top 5 is that person for sex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So in because this is different from what Chantel talking about, because you're saying that you only taking trips with one guy.
No.
You only eating dinner with one guy.
No.
You only on the phone with a different guy, and then you only having sex with one guy. Is that what you're saying?
So in the top 5, all right. So you got a person that's your phone person. That's the one that has really great phone conversation. But he probably not that good going out. He don't really vibe. He not really good like social, but he got great phone conversation. So that's your phone person. Then hold up.
Before you move from the phone person, that's why I want to get clarity. I'm with you. I'm gonna leave. You still got the floor.
Okay.
So you know that your phone guy ain't that good at like energy of hanging out.
Yeah, no.
But do you know if he got good sex?
No, because I don't. I know I ain't even trying that part because he just.
But your phone guy is not going to be on the phone with you that damn long and regularly without him trying to.
But then it's going to be a no because that's not what we do.
Too easy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So then your second person, that's your, like, we go out person. That's your out in public person. That's your person that you can go out on a date to. That's that person. Okay. That's your social person. But that person, you might not take that person around friends or anything like that. That might not be that person. So then you got a person that may be the person that, you know, they good. You can manage like a couple of days with them where he ain't gonna get on your nerves and he ain't gonna aggravate you. That might be your trip person. But y'all ain't gonna date. Like he's not relationship type, but he's the person that you could take him on a weekend trip and y'all gonna have a great time on a weekend trip. Then you got your another person that's different. That's your person when you get like your sexual intimacy stuff from. That's that person. That makes sense. So it's
yeah, you keep going. I'm just showing the fellas' faces as you talking.
Oh yeah, their fellas' faces. But anyway, it's separate people. And like it's not just me in my mindset thinking like this. Like I've had multiple conversations with other women. Like it's multiple people for different things. So you know, like, okay, I'm not having sex with all these people. They serve a purpose. And then it might be a person that you know you can hit this person up and they're gonna take you out to eat and they're gonna pay for it. That might be another person. So it's different people and they serve different purposes.
Hey, Lady Rain, before we come around to you, because we going like this on the panel. So we went to Chantel gave us a couple. Latasha is just breaking the code wide open because I love it. She just giving us everything that we already know, though. See, that's the thing. Y'all sister code, we already know. You know, the real G's, like we already know this. But Lady Rain, you don't think that definition I said last week about simp stands true?
Wait, hold on. About Sims?
Yeah, because she just in her conversation with Queen Latasha at the top, in her conversation, she just defined simp in so many words with about 4 guys other than the one that's actually smashing. Because Lady Rain, you remember my definition of simp, right?
Yeah.
Something about mediocre.
Someone idolizing mediocre pussy.
Mm-hmm.
And if the phone guy, the Cash App guy, the going out to dinner guy, but he not the dude that's smashing. Because all these dudes, the reason why I'm saying it is it ain't that the smashing is the prize, but in a lot of guys, that's what we out for. All right, let's keep it a buck. So the phone guy, the dinner guy, the long walk guy, the babysitter guy, the guy to come and fix your car, change your tire, but he ain't smashing. All them niggas is the definition I gave you. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
I figured you'd say that.
I disagree. You know why I do? Because it's all about intentions, right? Because it's like, what are these person's intentions with the person that they're trying to you know
what a dude's intention is. Stop
but
playing.
Smash, they might not be.
Why y'all get fucked over so much.
They might not be. They genuinely might be interested in getting to know this woman. I don't know what their intentions are.
Do you believe that post-nut clarity is a real thing?
What?
No, I'm asking you, and then you can give us some of your dating examples. But do you believe post-nut clarity is a real thing? Meaning, any lady up here can answer this shit. Do y'all believe that post-nut clarity for guys is a real thing? Meaning, even if he was trying to get to know you, genuinely get to know you, but he's gotten to know you, and he's the one that Latasha is talking about that got an opportunity to get your body. Do you believe after he releases for the first time, you look different, the conversation is different, the phone calls and texts are shorter and less frequent, his accessibility to you is fading the fuck? Do y'all believe that that's a real thing?
Yes.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So then keep believing that motherfuckers is out here just trying to get to know you genuinely. But go ahead. Give me your topic.
I don't know because
I'm tripping. I'm doing this for the tube, right? But I'm keeping it
no,
real.
You're good. Time. You're fine.
What's some of your
I don't know
dating?
because I don't date that way. So I'm not saying that it doesn't. I do believe you should date multiple
Got
people.
BK Cash App.
No, I don't. So let's be clear. I
Not
said
now.
those
Not,
are
oh, no,
nicknames.
not now. I know you said
No,
when
no,
you
no.
was
Those are people who I just gave them people nicknames.
okay.
Those are
Gotcha.
people that were in my world. But I
But they
don't.
still in your current world right now, right?
One is
Okay. Would you let him go when you get a new one, a real one?
yes, I have.
You cut him smooth off. Now this
Yes, I
person
have.
is thinking that y'all homeboy homegirl. He's totally like funeralized.
Yeah. So which one you talking about? BK or
Either
Cash App?
one, all of them.
Yeah, because well, Cash App, he Cash App pissed me off, so I had to cut him off. But he knows that I'm dating with intention. So if you're not coming to the table with the certain standard that I'm looking for, then we gotta go. And if you keep trying to break my boundary, then I have to cut you off. So that's what happened to Cash App.
Well, what did you think about Cash App? Even if he was Jay Prince, we coming to the fellas in just a second. What as a woman, that guy being told what you just said? If he's not coming with a certain standard or whatever, but you're still receiving his cash apps. What do you think about that guy as a woman? Do you think that would you ever see him in a real light?
I could have seen him in a real life.
No, I'm talking about now. Like, would he ever
No,
be able, even if he got
no,
his shit
because he
all the
pissed
way
me off.
together?
He's not. If he sends me anything going forward, I'm gonna send it back.
Okay. All right.
Because
Give us some of your dating situations and what you do while dating.
What do I do while dating? I
Multiple
mean,
people.
you said no.
No, I
I
said
mean,
multiple people.
I don't.
No, I know you might not do it currently, but you were saying that you used to.
I used
So
to. When I dated multiple people, we well, you said I can't repeat what
exactly, because I
other people
did,
said.
that's why I said Latasha was smart when she said she go next. Because guess why? The list is gonna get harder to not say other stuff. So go ahead. Chantel taking walks on the beach and talking on the phone. Good morning. Latasha is
I mean,
going out to eat.
listen. I'll cook you a meal. I'll cook you a meal.
Okay, all right. So you cooking for the niggas.
I will cook and
And
listen. I baked the. Was you not there when I said I baked the cake, the upside, the pineapple upside down cake, and I don't even bake.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll bake.
What's some other stuff you do?
I'll I'll plan some dates for us to go somewhere. You
Okay.
plan some, I plan some. And I'm also the kind of person like I take note of like the things that you like, even if it's like small little things. So whether it's if you mention like a trinket or something you might have wanted, if I see it, I'ma probably get it. If it's
So
like
the dates that you plan, you pay for?
yeah, if I
Okay.
plan, yeah, of course.
Cool. I'm
If
just
I'm
getting clarity.
inviting you
That's some
out,
new shit to me.
yeah, because that's just me. If I'm inviting you somewhere, I'm taking you, I'm paying for it, and I'm paying for the whole whatever it is. We're going to the whatever the event is, and I'm taking you to dinner. So we're doing two things. Whatever the event is, and then dinner or
Okay.
breakfast or lunch or whatever.
Carry on. You done?
Yes.
You smarter than Latasha. It's almost like playing Connect Four. Chrissy True Blue, it's on you.
So I don't know. That's too much. I don't know. I'm at the age where that's too much energy for me. Too much energy. So at the end of the day, if I'm gonna really talk to someone, I'm really gonna talk to that one person to see where they're really at.
Man, you full of all the shit. You the main person over on your panel
No,
that you
wait, don't
said,
get it
no,
twisted.
you the
Wait,
main
wait,
person
wait,
over
wait.
your
Don't
panel.
wait.
Hold
Let
on,
me
hold on. Let me let
clarify.
the
Let me
audience know
clarify.
what you
Let me
say. Jess,
clarify.
hey, Jess, please type down in the comment section, yes or no, if Chrissy True Blue on her panel ain't the one saying you should date multiple people. If Chrissy True Blue didn't say when she was outside,
Yeah,
she
you
did
said
have
multiple people. I had like a roster. I had multiple people.
exactly. That's exactly what the hell you
That
said.
doesn't
Now all of a
mean,
sudden
but that
you were
doesn't
none.
wait. But let me clarify. That doesn't mean that I was going on dates with them. That doesn't mean any of that. They were just there for
So
conversation.
tell me some of the stuff you did do with them.
Everything was named already. I went out of town with them. I went out to dinner with him. It was all of that.
You just turned right around and said that don't mean you was going out on dates with him. But
No,
now all of a sudden,
I said, this is what I said to clarify. I said, yes, when I was outside,
that's what Jess just said right there. Look at
let
it.
the
Look at the
best
bottom.
man win. Right. That was my thought. That is how it is. If you're dating and you have a roster, it's let the best man win until you get tired. And then once you get tired, your mindset changes. You don't have that much time and energy to do all of that.
Okay, cool. All right. So now that the ladies had their time, fellas.
Can I add one?
Yeah,
Before they
Tasha,
go?
you got a mulligan. Use it.
Okay, so I just wanted to add something too, and I know that's just me. I don't know if everybody else done it, but I mean, guys that I've like dated and whatever with. I mean, I pay people's rent to be nice, to help out. I pay people down payment for cars.
I know you
I've done a lot, and I know it's probably like these women are probably like, oh, you shouldn't do that, but I mean, I'm a nice person, so but I've done those things.
Did you pay the rent of the person that was hitting it?
What now?
Did you pay the rent of the person that was cutting it? Fucking.
Yeah, I paid that rent before.
I'm not paying nobody's rent. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm nice.
They was on Section 8.
What it is. But I mean, I've helped somebody get a car. Like I've helped most people get cars.
I ain't paying nobody.
That's just me. Because I think about it like this. What the good I do for somebody else, regardless of what you did it for, whatever, I paid it. The good I do for somebody else, that good gonna come back to me. So
I mean, I sent a $40 cash app, you know, just to be funny.
Just to be funny.
Go ahead. Look like Lady Ray might have something she want to add. Rain, you want to add something, or did you lose audio? She must have lost audio. Yeah, this is intriguing. Go ahead, D Awesome One. He done threw on the shades because your hand.
Yeah, I had to cover my eyes from all the bullshit I was seeing. The slogan, I'm wondering, Ronnie Woodham, would you please assist me in this? The slogan.
Hey, real quick. Hey, facilitate. I got to step away 1 second.
I got you, my guy. The slogan, let the best man win. That usually indicates that motherfuckers is in the same arena doing the same shit.
It's the same thing with men.
Hold on, Chrissy. I required Ronnie Woodham, this light-skinned fella on the side of you. Ma'am, I think we know the difference between Chrissy and Ronnie. I believe we do. I honestly, there's nothing in me that says you don't know that. I know you know that. So Ronnie, as I was saying, I'm a pretty active motherfucker, right, bro? Like, I've never been to a basketball game and bowled at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I was playing basketball, I was playing basketball against the motherfuckers that was 5'5", 6'5". You know what I mean? It was just, everybody was on the court with one goal in mind, to prove that they was the best motherfucking man. I just find it odd for a motherfucker to be in the top 5 of any category and not get top 5 treatment.
But not all the players on the court get.
How you doing, Ronnie? How you doing, Ronnie? You done got some glasses. Your hat ain't got long, Ronnie. Goddamn, when you change shirts, Ronnie? Shit, Ronnie, this is amazing.
Whatever.
Jeez, Ronnie. I'm just wondering, Ronnie. Just for the life of me, I just try to figure this out. Because where I hail from, life is very simple at the end of the day. Very simple. And the simplicity of it all is just keeping it a buck. I just wonder, how is it that I'm going to go my grown ass on a trip with you, sleep in the same goddamn bed, and not be sexually attracted to you? not take a good clean shower and have on a good fragrance, not have that trusted, situation going, or have an explanation of what the trip is about before I get on this motherfucking plane or bus or car to just be in that motherfucker laying next to you. I can do that at home. That's odd. But I'm top 5. And not getting top 5 treatment is crazy. So either I ain't top 5 and I'm not getting top 5 treatment, or I'm being expressed as top 5, but I'm really the boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm the sister boy.
What the hell is a sister boy?
That dude you ain't giving no ass to.
Oh.
The one you share your secrets with.
The guy that's just a friend.
Or really just a friend because he want what you want. Yeah. It's amazing. How do we get so far, so left, so goddamn fast? Ladies, I can't tell y'all what to do nor how to do it. But I will say keep doing it because it's hilarious to me. For one, would not involve myself with multiple motherfuckers for shit at any age and point in time in my life.
So you never dated multiple women?
Fuck no. You niggas is crazy.
Put all your eggs in one basket.
I know you lying.
No, the fuck I'm not lying.
You ain't never talked, so you never had it where you had options and you talked to this one woman because
you always have options. You opt in or you opt out. What you gonna do about it? I'm not one to opt in because every option's available.
I dated 5 people in high school in all 4 years.
I had 5 girlfriends my whole fucking life and a wife.
A couple of them lasted 2-3 years.
Multiple people at the same time? Are you shitting me? I don't knock poly relationships. I praise people who do it. But I know one thing y'all women will do if y'all hang around each other long enough.
What's that?
Sync the fuck up. You got me fucked up. I come home, I got 5 wives and all y'all on y'all period at the same time? Hell no. You talking about multiple girlfriends that seem to catch your same energy that you collectively passing on to one to the next. No, Chrissy. No, I don't want that.
They don't have titles.
Whether they have titles or not, they have my time. That is exhausting.
I did. I said it's exhausting. You can't.
It's exhausting to sit there and hear somebody's shit. And then you start to cash out because at some point in time, I would imagine the shit starts to sound like the next song that you done already heard. I don't see how y'all even involve yourselves in. But like I say, congratulations, keep doing it because it's fucking hilarious to me. And then here's the real kicking question. You know somebody with a time reserve? Anybody?
You mean timeshare?
No, a time reserve. Like they got ample amount of time they can just pull out. Anybody? Oh, wow. So it just behooves me in my thought process. Why would you extend yourself in such way when you ain't got but 24?
So you gonna waste it on just one person?
What you mean wasted?
I'm sorry. Never mind.
No, I'm intrigued. What do you mean wasted?
I mean, if you're in the dating phase, not saying, married or in a relationship or whatever, but if you're in the dating, in the courting stage, you're saying we don't have that much time. No one has time on reserve.
Right.
So of my time, I'm going to give it to just one person.
So you go give of your time that's already limited to how many people? Exactly?
Depends.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to limit myself.
No, there's not limiting yourself because definitely as you opt in that dating or courting stage, you can opt the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not contractual. It ain't a hellbound sentence. It's hey, this is not the thing for me.
All right.
It's
Let's get
almost
on
like, can
over
I
there
say
to,
something real quick? As
yeah,
I'm
go ahead,
listening
Ray.
to y'all speak, I'm almost thinking it's like you shopping on Amazon, right? And you know that you gonna get different things, and maybe you order the first thing that you get, right? But then somehow you put other things in your cart. I feel like that's the same thing. You putting other things in your cart. So like if person one don't work out, you already got something else in your cart and you go ahead and get that. That's how I kind of related to why how you dated multiple people. It's like you just got another person in your cart. That's it.
Interesting.
Hey, look, Jay Prince done rubbed off on Rain. This shit is crazy.
Let me respond to that real quick.
Hurry up, D. We got to get to one more topic.
Right. In the midst of your Amazon venture,
Mhm,
and you have in your cart,
mhm.
why are you proceeding to check out with one if you're already looking back into the cart?
Because sometimes you just don't know. Might not work out with that one. That one thing that you got, you may have to send it back to Amazon. You're like, you know what? Maybe I should have got the red one instead of the blue one. And now you want the red one. And you go
Uh-huh.
ahead and got it in your cart already. You ain't even gotta look at it on Amazon because it's already in your cart.
It's not the cart, it's the wish list.
Yes, the wish list. There you
The
go. I
wish
like that
list.
one even better. The wish
Mm-hmm.
No.
list.
It's the wish list.
Yeah, all right.
Interesting.
Ronnie, go ahead. Go ahead, Ronnie. Chime in on this, and we're going to get to our last topic of the night because the last one going to take us a little bit.
My first thought was busybody. Like, damn, y'all doing a lot. Even though I was aware of it, just hearing it though, that's top, dog. I appreciate you being on TMAX. That's what's up. We love to get all the truth out there for sure, so we can have such educational discussions. But may the best man win. Like I'm an Amazon package. Like shit, makes you wonder why we not the prize no more. Cause we just a box in the shopping cart.
Dropping dick off.
Fuck,
They're
like
not all dropping dead.
I'm trying to say.
as if it ain't stiff enough out here, I mean, and I was raised by my mama, so my mama know where I stand at in regards to women in general. I just turned out the way I turned out, and I praise God for it because it's the best part of my life for sure. But I've definitely opened the door. I'm definitely paying the bills, and she's definitely helping because there be times when I can't. I gotta miss one or two to make sure we got this over here, that over here. So touch on some points earlier that I disagree with and landed, but the a two-person household is untouchable. Like it's just untouchable. I'm sorry. I need mama in my life. I gotta have her, cause hell, she keep me straight. But I know I gotta be present. So fuck all that noise. I ain't going nowhere. Cause I got two sons. And if they gonna learn how to treat a woman right, they gonna know how to treat a woman right. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck all that bullshit that my man talking about Jay Prince for president. A two-person household is untouchable. But damn, stop playing the game, yo. We running out of time for real. Like time is short. So ladies, y'all gotta stop playing the game for real. Cause we get in there, we get all out talking about, all right, we're gonna go combat mode on this one. Oh no, we gotta switch it off. Now we don't know when we go combat mode. Now we just feel like we dealing with the wolf cry sheep. Like, is you really down? Is you down? I don't know. We're seeing too many flags and signs, and that's why that's probably why we keep our count low and we don't date multiple people because that shit gets confusing and time consuming. So fuck all that too. But I having a roster, yeah, I believe in that. I believe y'all got a roster.
Hey, real quick before we go on, real quick, bro.
Yeah,
T-Mac,
yep.
Sister Latasha said something very poignant earlier. And then she said, and I quote, correct me if I'm wrong, that if you've been in multiple marriages and they've all ended, then you have to look at what's going on with you. And it's not as that the other person isn't flawed, but you're the common denominator out of these multiple situations, right?
Yep.
Wouldn't it be kind of synonymous in this whole fuck around and find that phase?
You're definitely right. I mean, I'm 100% with you, bro. I just want to, them to shed light on from a woman's point of view. But you're absolutely right. They just made the point that it's you. You're the only one with the cart or the wish list, toting it around, heavy load, right?
Now,
I know you fuck around and get the wrong cart in some of these department stores. One of the wheels may be fucked up on it to where it's harder to push. And the more stuff that you have in your cart, it's really harder to push. So just keep in mind, those things do exist. So if all hearts are clear and minds are stayed on thee, we're going to move on to the next topic. The next topic is calling out your haters and putting them on blast. Hence the actual thumbnail that we have running on YouTube right now. It's calling out your haters, putting them on blast. Now, when I say this, we got a video, and it's coming from a male's perspective. But I want the ladies to understand that we rarely see this. We rarely see this when it comes to y'all, and I think that is a problem. But it's not a detriment to men. It's actually a detriment to the sister code or to sisters in general. Okay, so look at it from that point of view. But this is coming from the male perspective.
Suge, come here.
Oh shit. You want this?
Huh? No, I don't need the mask.
Kill a nigga.
So I need you to do some explaining to me, brother.
Need a mic?
No, I don't need a mic. So, can you explain this video to me?
Yeah, that's the video we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about shit.
Yeah, we did speak about it.
No, you tried to apologize. So,
He can't even get a goddamn sitting down with us. That's the Dutter Man. So the Dutter Man can roll the show.
so there's it in here. Let me replay it for her.
He can't even get a goddamn sitting down with us. That's the Dutter Man. So the Dutter Man can roll the show.
So when I brought you into my home, this how you felt?
No, I apologize.
Huh? No, but so this how you felt when I brought you into my home and I had you around my wife and kids?
No, that's not how I felt.
So what did you go out your way when someone is showing me love in the moment? You go out your way to disrespect me.
I don't think I was being disrespectful. I was.
Huh? Disrespectful. When that's something that I've stated time and time again on this couch. Sensitive subject, huh? Sensitive subject for me, right? I drew a line in the sand a long time ago with this. There's no apology ever that, as an adult, that I would accept for this. I came in here one day over at Gil's house and you walked up to me and tried to apologize out the blue. I blew you off because I didn't know what you were talking about. That's the situation. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
Why would
therefore,
you talk about this when I apologize?
because I didn't know what you was talking about, it didn't matter.
I sent you the video.
No, you did not. I didn't see the video. Someone else sent it to me. I didn't see the video until 2 weeks ago. First time ever seeing that. Had I saw it back then, we would have been had this conversation. Do you think not?
That's why I apologize.
But so you apologize because you realize it was some BS. Because you've been in my home around my wife and kids. I fed you, put money in your pocket. Did I not?
Want a shot?
Did I or did I not, dog?
I work for you.
No, you did, but did I put money in your pocket? You didn't do for pay, right?
Yes.
Right? Did you not come into my home? No, did you not come into my home multiple times when you didn't know no one was out here, right? You didn't have no one to go for Thanksgiving. Did I not invite you to my home?
Yes.
2 years in a row.
Yes.
And this is the things that you get.
After the apology too, right?
But that apology is null and void is what you don't understand, dog. If I knew about it then, I wouldn't accept your apology like I didn't then.
You did accept.
I didn't. I blew you off. I said, yes, whatever, dog, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. That's the situation. So this is what disloyalty and people who don't respect you look like, y'all. People like him. Be careful who you invite into your home, who you have around your loved ones and your friends and family. This is what you get. People like this that talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I have a speech impediment that everybody knows how I feel about this. Right? People that don't have a voice, they able to speak up for themselves. This is what this is about. You don't tease something of someone I have no control over and think it's okay. I don't want, no. Yes, this is, yeah, you did it in front of, did you not do it in front of people? Did you not do it in front of people?
I apologize.
Did you not do it in front of people is my question, George.
Yes.
So therefore you want me to do it in public? I mean, private? No, I said I was the same energy, brother. Same energy. So, same energy.
That's different.
Oh, I'm absolutely. You did it in front of people, I'm gonna do it in front of people. Point blank, period.
I apologize.
I don't want your apology once again, brother. Once again, I don't want your apology.
So what you want from?
Nothing. Don't ever be in my presence ever again.
Get your ass out of here right now.
Right?
Thank you.
Not ever be in my presence ever again is what I want.
All right. Hey, listen. Here's something that I want to say to that video, and I'll start it off. There's a few things that I love about that video. Well, I love the whole video. I'm with the shits. So at the end of the day, I love that video. That was accountability at its finest. When I seen it, D, you don't know how bad I wanted to share it with you. But I ain't know if you've seen it or not, because I understand that we're on the same page when it comes to surfing the net, right? But when I seen that video, I was like, we need more people like that. What you get out here in society, because the society is so fake, that a lot of people will do one or two things when they catch wind of a hater like that amongst their circle. One, they will just cut that person off, and that person will never understand why they got cut off. Two, they'll talk about that person around other people, which hence they become just like that other person. Or three, they'll smile in that person's face and keep them around at a long distance, but close enough, and that person still don't get checked, and they're left to run amongst the same circle of people that you got them around to do the same thing to somebody else. So when I seen this video, I was like, man, that's the type of shit that I be on right there. And I know brothers that's in my circle that would be on that same type of shit. We ain't letting it fly. We're going to address it. Somebody else may be close enough to us, like some of them dudes that was up there in the beginning. They was like, no, don't do it. He was like, no, hell no, fuck that. They was trying to do the one of the three things that I said, like brush it over, sweep it under the rug. He called it to the carpet. He brought the guy in the mix. He did it publicly, just like it was done to him. And then the last but not least thing that I loved about the video is that there was other brothers up there that was willing to have his back when right is right and wrong is wrong. Said, well, what do you want? He said, I don't want nothing. I just don't want it. He said, well, get your ass on out of here. Now, he's the engineer at the whole station. That's why you heard him when he first called him. He said, do you need a mic? Yeah, he the little engineer guy running behind. They fired that son of a bitch right on the spot. And they are a very big platform out there with Gil and all of them, to where millions of people saw that. And I think that millions more needed to see it. So from my point of view, shout out to them brothers for keeping it real. That's something that I think we need more of, but we're going to place it on the panel. How many of you, men and women, are willing to go the extra mile, even when some don't think it's necessary, and call out bullshit amongst your circle? especially if they're of the same gender as you. We quick to do it. Men are quick to do it with women. That's why we got this gender war going on, and women are quick to do it with men. Men ain't shit, this and that. But we know that all of us got some ain't shit people around us that's of the same gender as us. Are we truly doing that same thing? I'll pass the mic around. We're gonna start with Ronnie Woodham first. We'll come back around going counterclockwise to Chris.
So, generally, can only speak from our perspective. I'm assuming to the question, and I would say first of all we definitely need more of that. Because people out here are afraid of both accountability and prosecution, and it's turning us into bitches, yo, straight up. It's like that might be why we in the system in some ways. So I could agree with a certain degree some of those topics, but fuck all that shit. I got it under control. We don't need the system. And I put people on check quick. Well, I'm just about that respect. I don't know. That's my language. I'm gonna get it at work. I done quit jobs plenty of times by putting my bosses on the spot on some bullshit. Like that's no problem. I done fired soldiers and kicked them out of the army because I done caught them on the spot on some bullshit. They can't figure it out. Like I did that multiple times in my 12 years. Like I'll just fucking fire your ass and get you out of here. We not about to play that game if you can't get right. And accountability shouldn't be a fear. Like he should have been able to go just like that and live too, in front of public and apologize if he was man enough and had the intestinal fortitude to hold himself accountable. But I applaud him for putting him on the spot like that. And I always like to point out like that's how men be. That's really how men be. So not to take it too far with the gender war, but when the women come at us wrong and sideways and they get the light side of us and don't get checked like that, I mean you understand the respect is our love language. And when y'all step on that respect and we don't treat y'all the same, we being nice. That's how it should be. That's a nice way right there. Like he really didn't throw hands or nothing. That was a grown ass man shit.
That's facts. That's 100%. Shout out to you, Ronnie, for those gems you just dropped. Chrissy, what's your take on that?
So, I mean, I feel he was supposed to do that because if you can be disrespectful to me in public, that is a problem. But amongst women, the problem is women hate on each other secretively. So it's not put out in the open. It's not put to if a woman has a problem with another woman, they go tell somebody else instead of telling that person because they know if they address that person, they will be cut off. So it's like we they
Say that again. I need you to put that out there louder because that's where I wanted it to go. Go ahead.
where people
They know if they call that person out, what?
they would be cut off. Like it wouldn't be a conversation. So that's why women do have that many problems when it comes to a woman being jealous or envy of another woman. And at the end of the day, they're probably seeing something in that woman that they want to see in themselves, but they don't have it. Right. So it's like at the end of the day, when it comes to a woman having a hater, a woman does things differently. And the way a woman moves is at the end of the day, the relationship will fall wayside by itself. It's nothing to address. It's nothing to like that takes too much time and energy to even put in to be like, oh, well, somebody said you said this. Like, no, we're grown. You understand what I'm saying? We're not 5, we're not 10 years old. We are grown adults. So when you decide to make the decisions that you make and you have the conversations with other people based upon someone that clearly is probably not even thinking about a person. When I tell a person, if I get haters, that means I'm doing something right. If my name is in your mouth, I'm doing something right.
All right. Natasha.
I think for me, it's case by case in regards to responding to the same gender. Like I'm not gonna take it to social media. That's just not me. I'm not gonna do that because I think if you put their business out there like that, that's too much. I can approach you face to face and have a conversation and be like, "Yo, I didn't appreciate this. This is what you said," and then I'm gonna make that decision if I'm gonna cut you off. Like if I'm gonna cut you off, yeah, I'm done. If I feel like it's something, okay, you did this one time and we good, we talk, we had a conversation and we good, okay, we move on.
But you have a lot of people, women do not take accountability because
Mm-hmm.
it's like, how did you find out? Or I didn't know you was that close to that person where they would who their loyalty lies with you more than me. You understand what I'm saying? So you really have to honestly say to yourself, like, a lot of people do not know what accountability looks like.
Yeah, but I think, when however you found out, either you're gonna find out through social media or somebody told you they said something, you're gonna find it. I mean, obviously we find out somehow. And then I make a decision, okay, how do I want to handle this? Because I'm gonna say something. But me, I'm the type of person that I'm just gonna go to you and say something. Or I'm gonna make a phone call, say, hey, what's going on? What's up? Because I'm not going to respond on social media. And we got a whole back and forth social media war, and we basically embarrassing each other on social media. No, we're going to have a conversation, and I'm going to call you out on it. Because like you said, we are adults, and I'm not a kid out here, a teenager playing around. We're going to have a conversation. And then we need to I'll make that decision where, oh, I'm not going to chill with this person. I'm not fooling with her no more. We good. Like, I go my way, you go your way. And it is what it is. But me personally, I'm not going to take it to social media. I'm going to find you on your time. If it's in our group of friends, I'll do it in our group of friends, but I'm not going to do social media. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted myself. Lady Rain.
Yeah, I think I'm along the lines with Tasha. I think it depends on like the circumstance, who it is, and what it was said. I know that I do like how the guy called him to the carpet and put him on blast because I think some people need that. But for me, it's like I gotta know like how important was this person to me and how important is the relationship I have. So if it's someone that I could care less about, I'm probably not gonna give you no energy. We just won't speak at all. And then you just figure it out on your own what happened. But if it's someone I'm close to, someone that I know, because even people that you've known for years can sometimes be your number one hater and you don't even know it. And that actually has happened in real time. And so I'm going to address you. I'm going to address you and we're going to try to figure out like what's going on. But I'm definitely going to address you if you are supposed to be an associate and running in my circle or you're supposed to be a friend. Because like I said, sometimes people you think are your friends be your number one haters. So I'm going to address you. But if it's someone I don't have like no real stake in, I'm going to ghost you and we just won't speak again. That's how I'm going to handle it.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
D also.
D is crazy.
What you point over to her for?
Go ahead, get up. Save me for that.
Yeah. I was just about to are you talking about get
Chantel.
Chantel?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Chantel on you.
I hate to do it, but I agree with all the girls. Not that I hate to. I love it that we all on the same page, but it depends on who it is. It really does. And unfortunately, with women, things can get catty. They can get passive aggressive, and it's not even worth it sometimes. So like Rain said, if it's somebody that's close to me, we gonna have a conversation. We gonna sit down and we gonna talk about it. If it's an associate, I'm gonna miss you with all that BS. I don't even need to know the details or anything like that. I'm gonna just put you in your place, which is away from me.
Bro, look it. Are you nuts?
On you, D.
All right. Accountability and transparency. Bro, I think me and you should have split screen side by side real quick for a moment.
All right. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Y'all see this man over here side of me, man? This is TMAX Network. My motherfucking brother. We built the bond off simply just having an exchange on a raggedy ass app I don't give a shit about called TikTok. One of y'all do all that extra safe talking on and don't use proper terms. All right, over here we call motherfucker retarded when they retarded. All right. So me and this man bond grew a little bit further because the first day after an incredible show, I get a phone call. Way the fuck from West Africa at 3 a.m. in the motherfucking morning. And it's about somebody that was in our midst. And I'm like, yo, we can't go on like this or this or like this. So I said, fuck it. I got to do my due diligence. I got to be responsible enough because when this is a black man who expressed his vision clear enough to where I understood it. And at the point, I just really thought I would be just a dot on the wall every now and then. And I said, even if it's that, this man's, I see his vision. I understand what he's talking about. So I called, bro. About 6 a.m., 5:30 your time. I said, hey, man, I hate to call you, wake you up with some bullshit, but something has to be addressed. You had somebody in the midst that was somebody that they were. And we had to address it. And we had to get it clear as to if this is X, Y, and Z, for not only myself, but also for bro, we need to present credentials. They could manifest these credentials to save their life. Now, it was heartbreaking because we both know this person to be a very sweet person. But that's just not what it was. So that's basically the nature of what y'all see when y'all see me and this man side by side. Is the accountability. The shit that y'all could, I wish y'all would pay money to hear our phone discussion. You would pay through the fucking nose to hear our phone discussion. And you'd be like, these motherfuckers is really holding each other to the grit and grain of every fucking word they are saying.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. Every time. So in this situation, I would be Swaggy P, asking my brother, what you want at this moment? I don't want nothing from him. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Do it quickly. Because if you don't, I'm going to assist your ass. You ain't going to like it. When TMAX tell y'all we really about the shits over here, listen, I want y'all to understand. Don't take this light skin too smooth over here.
But in a good way though, because here's the thing: a lot of people would take nobody on the panel. I'm saying people that watch or people that watch clips or people that hear about us, because there's a lot of other people who you don't see in these numbers, right? These low numbers you're looking at. There's a lot of other people that see our stuff. I'm talking big name people, right? Yep. Me and D just came off of Anton Daniels show, the biggest black YouTuber out there, period, right? We reach people, ears and eyes. And here's the thing: a lot of people take it as aggression when it's really not. What it is accountability. And if you come from a bubble environment, it's not going to taste good. It's not going to sound good. And what he said about us being on the phone, wishing y'all could hear, it's just me and him on the phone, and we keeping each other accountable on like no audience. I'm on his ass, he on me. When I'm wrong, all that I promise you, he ain't lying. So we had to learn that though. That wasn't even 5 years ago when we going on 5 years ago when we first met. Yep. And the person that he was talking about was a whole quote unquote doctor out of New Zealand. And I'm not doubting that she wasn't a clinical psychiatrist to some degree, but to the magnitude that she put it on with the credentials and being able to treat people or talk to people and counsel and all that other stuff, she was about to come over here and run a whole show, which we already had a whole show. Actually, our first show that we was going to broadcast was called The Missing Conversation. So if you go back on our YouTube and you see that gentleman, D also one sitting by himself saying, welcome to The Missing Conversation, is because he took over last minute when that person was booted the fuck off the island. And me and him, and the crazy part about it, she introduced me to him. And she way in New Zealand. But because of the app TikTok, she introduced me to him. And that's how the whole accountability thing started. So I'm going to pass it around. We're going to go, D, you can finish up your comments. We got to round it down. We almost at 10:15, and I know True Blue got to go over and say what up to all 4 seasons.
Yeah, fuck TikTok. So with no further ado, I just want to say this, man. I used to think it was the most cheesy shit in the world. Tupac had this phrase he used to put on a lot of his songs. It takes skill to be real. I thought that was just the cheesiest fucking shit. I'm like, dog, you could do so much better. You are a wordsmith. Say something more profound, motherfucker. It takes skill to be real. When you hear about the third time, you start to realize that is a skill. That is a skill because people don't know how. They don't know how to walk up to a motherfucker and say, you ain't gonna be the only woman I'm dealing with, or you ain't gonna be the only man I'm dealing with. They don't know how to say, look, I work this job full time, but I got a part time job that's paying just as much, and I'll leave you hoes to go part time my ass over there. That's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
That is not. That's not a facade. That's not a this mantra. It's just a pure skill that a lot of people don't have. And fear is a blocker that keep you from really getting this skill tuned in. This is why a lot of people have a problem with accountability. We asked the question, bro asked the question last week, who can hold you accountable? Motherfuckers say myself. Like, what?
Because I didn't further elaborate.
Myself. I was like, nah. You asked
Who can
me.
hold you accountable other than God?
You're like, shit. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
now.
Yeah, like, no, but the whole situation with that is anybody who be right for me can hold me accountable. Because I know I'm not going to always be right. And then that's a big thing. That's a big fucking thing for me. That's why I say, if y'all had just a recording of one of me and bro's conversation, you would swear we would be on the phone 15,000 hours. That'll have 15,000 hours of pressure within a 10-minute discussion. And then we'll have a little exchange and then boom, get back to it. But it's stay on it, man. And we always talk about this community shit. You can't have a community without an accountable platform, accountable situation. Y'all know what TMAX stand for? A minority access exchange. All of that is just tied into accountability for our people. And it's just not people who look and sound like us. It's our people who really connect with us. I've been saying long ago, fuck this community shit. I'm only dealing with people who I can connect with. That's why when calling people out who's supposed to be in your connection is important. That's why that made all the sense in the world. Call that son bitch out like they doing behind your back. In mid time when they don't think they don't think that that shit gonna come out the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
When we first got on this bitch, one thing bro said, we need to bring Shane back. Shame the fuck out of him. My favorite scene in fucking Game of Thrones is that motherfucking woman walking behind that whore queen. Shame. 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 And that walk got longer and longer every fucking step.
Hey, listen, check this out. We're gonna go ahead on and wind down right now, bro. This has been a great live. Latasha Watts, you are welcome over here anytime. We do this every Sunday at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm so glad we were able to highlight you. We don't have hundreds of thousands of viewers, but we do have thousands of viewers. So hopefully somebody will do what Lady Rain and Miss Chantel was saying is fill up their wish list on Amazon and have your book in it amongst all them niggas. Okay. So Tasha, before we let you go, every newcomer that come over here to the panel, we do have to ask them one question, and you're gonna get the final word. I'm gonna read off some comments, and then I got one question for you. Okay. So the last comments that was brought in comes in from our sister Jess. She said, "Ain't no way." All right. Then we got KJC for life. Okay. He said women raise the same men they are complaining about. So who do you blame for modern relationships? He also said, also, you can't ask a panel of women to hold women accountable for their parts in the relationship. They are only traditional when it benefits them. Jess said, okay. They talking to each other in the comments. She said, hell no. She talking to him and or the video. He said, lastly, how can the most educated group in the world not be able to figure out something as simple as parenting and relationships with the men in their lives? This should be simple for a boss. All right. Shout out to you, KJC for life. We appreciate you commenting in the comment section. Whether we agree or disagree, your thoughts and views are appreciated over here at TMAX Network. Latasha, one last question for you before we go. And this question is asked to every newcomer to come over here on the panel, whether you are of a hue of like me or a light skin hue like our brother Ronnie Woodham sitting down at the bottom, we're going to ask you the same question. And here's the question. In your own words, describe Black culture.
Constantly evolving. We create the fads, the trends, and what we see as part of that culture. And I think a lot of times there are influences that shape it, but we create it, we form it, and then we display it.
All right. All right. Well, with that being said, we appreciate your commentary on the Black culture topic or question. Ladies and gentlemen on the panel, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all from the bottom of my heart every time, every Sunday. And when we don't have a show, and that hadn't been for quite some time since the snow, right? D and Chrissy and Ronnie, the snow kind of threw us off.
Yeah.
But now that people downloaded the app, I think that the snow wasn't even a factor as we thought it was. Okay. Everybody seemed to stick around and hear everything loud and clear. With that being said, we do have a few sponsors that we always want to shout out. Shout out to Lady Cherie with the Art Attack, and this is her 28-second clip.
Pointed Tipsy made a masterpiece at Art Attack Sip and Paint. They guide every step. I'm no artist, but this sunset nailed it while we sipped. Better than bars. It's the perfect night out, and you take home real art you made. If I can do this, anyone can. Grab your crew. Book now.
Yep. Shout out Lady Cherie with the Art Attack, sipping paints and her mimosas and masterpieces and all of that. She's based out of North Carolina and have most of her events in Virginia. So if you know anyone up and down that eastern seaboard from North Carolina to Virginia, she have a lot of events, and I know that she's planning a few here in North Carolina as well here very soon. So with that being said, this has been our TMAX Network Content Creators Lounge episode 259. All right, season 3. That's 3 years in the making, man. This don't get no better than this. I appreciate every last one of y'all. I want to shout out Lady Rain at the bottom. She have a few things over on TikTok app. And Lady Rain, go ahead on and unmute your mic. Shout out your times and your dates and everything over there on the app or what you got going on.
All right, hey. So I host Rain's Roundtable. I do Thursdays and Fridays at 9, Saturdays at 2, and then on Sundays I do a Meet Your Match Sundays, which is a dating panel at 3. So come check me out on any of those days.
Will there be any ancient women on that dating panel?
Will there be any what?
Ancient women on that dating panel.
No, I don't.
All
No.
right, too easy. Next up, we got Chrissy True Blue. Let us know what you got going on your panels and what's the dates and time.
So we have all 4 seasons on Wednesdays at 9:15, Saturdays at 9:15, and Sundays at 9:30.
What ancient women?
Gotcha.
There ain't no
Dominique Chantel at the top. I know you may not have a panel, but you represent every last panel that we just mentioned because you are definitely one of our biggest supporters on all 3 of our platforms. So go ahead on and shout yourself out and say anything that you want to end the show with.
No, just thanks for having me, and soon to come, who knows what it's gonna be, but just check me out on TikTok, just real life stuff.
Facts. Ronnie Woodham, unmute your mic, homie. Tell the people what you got for them.
Yeah, first and foremost, appreciate you, TMAX. Thanks for breaking down the acronym too. I didn't know that, brother D. That's good to know, and it makes sense too on your business plan. Great topics, everybody. I really appreciate you having me on this seat as well. With such great minds, such intelligence, such great conversations. Look forward to see y'all next go round.
Yes, sir. Everybody, Ronnie Woodham is a permanent panelist over here on the Content Creators Lounge. You already heard from our Vice President, D. Also one. Latasha, you got any last words that you want to put out there? Anything that we missed?
No, I just want to say thank you guys for having me and great conversations, great people. So, yeah, we had a great conversation.
All right, and our schedule over here is Sundays at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can pop in. Normally, we keep it around that 2-hour mark. We're about 20 minutes over time right now. But if you don't want to stay the whole time and you got other obligations, you just want to pop in, have a few exchanges, and then dip out, we appreciate the support. Everybody that's on the panel, but those of you that's watching, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell. Hit the like button, or you hit the thumbs down button. That's keeping us accountable. If you don't like what you see, hit the thumbs down button, but I'll just be the first to tell you, we don't give a fuck. So at the end of the day, this is TMAX Network, the Content Creators Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, we up out of this piece.
Father God, I come before you today, head bowed and body bent.
TMAX, I'll give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Thank you, brother.
Lord, I want to thank you that last night my bed didn't become my cooling board.
Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. Curated by TMAX, yeah, you know the name. Powered by TMAX Network, where creators speak freely and authentically.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. TMAX set the tone, let your guard come down. Yeah. This ain't surface talk, this real life sound, where truth and timing always come around. Yeah, open mics, open hearts, no filter here. TMAX in the room, voices loud and clear. Yeah. From the culture to the community, lifestyle, dreams to accountability. TMAX says, say it raw, say it proud. Every story matters in this crowd. No scripts, just moments we allow. It's more than content, it's movement now. It's the lounge where creators shine. Yeah, TMAX vibes with perfect timing. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. Built by TMAX, where real ones win. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, this an experience, not a trend. TMAX bring the voices to one space. Different perspectives, same safe place. Entertainment, growth, and elevation. Real conversations, real-time creation. We talk the wins and the lessons learned. Every mic hot, every story earned. Laugh a little, think a lot. Yeah, every topic hit a spot. If it matter to you, it matter here. TMAX make it clear. Every voice sincere. Say it how you feel. Say it with your chest. This the lounge where creators give their best. This the lounge where creators shine. TMAX energy, front and center. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. TMAX Network, let the convo begin. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, it's an experience, not a trend. Yeah, TMAX Network.